All right, shalom. Welcome back to Wednesday night class. Good to see everybody here in person. Shout out and shalom to everybody online. Mighty shout out to Kawakab in Guatemala. Shout out and shalom to Stream of Wisdom in Houston, Texas. Stream of Wisdom in Norfolk, Virginia. Stream of Wisdom in Rochester, New York. Hope everybody's doing well and their family's doing well there as well. And also shout out and shalom to all the brothers and sisters that watch online, scattered in America from Florida to Michigan to California to Georgia, so on and so forth. Shout out and shalom to you as well. And this is a part 9, which is we're not known for. You mind closing that door, sis? We're not really known for doing this many parts of a series, but it's okay. That's a lot being brought out, and there's a lot to learn. Because obviously, there's nothing new under the sun. So even the spirits that we read about in the Bible, they're not new. So these spirits have been here before, and they're prone to exist at this current time.
And it's rare we get to actually go into this level of depth about some of these characters also, because sometimes the characters are like, symbolic of a person's nature. But then when you get the detail and the opportunity to really get every fiber of the information, that way when I hear Cain more, I hear about this concept, I know a lot more than I would know normally. Because we took the time to be more thorough.
Absolutely. Which we don't really extract from characters like this, but obviously the Most High put them here for a reason. So there's a lot to learn from them.
And all the classes are interconnected as well. So.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with Proverbs chapter 28, verse 13 and 14. We talked about this last week, but we're just going to kind of do a quick recap, and then we're going to move forward from this point on and progress, hopefully, and kind of maybe this will be the final, Unbecoming Cain series or class in this series. If not, so be it. No big deal. Let's go ahead and get Proverbs chapter 28, verse 13 and 14, just on a quick recap.
Proverbs chapter 28, verse 14.
13 and 14.
13 and 14. Proverbs chapter 28, starting with verse 13. He that covereth his sin shall not prosper.
So the thing that that's damaging is when we the Most High is looking at how we operate when we make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Nobody's prone to being perfect. Nobody is perfect. We all do things that are wrong. We all make errors, make mistakes. We say things that are wrong. We do things that are wrong. We got bad habits, so on and so forth. But the idea of how the Most High is looking at us, he said, he that what?
He that hardeneth his heart shall fall into mischief. I'm sorry, I'm on 13. He that covereth his sins shall not prosper.
Shall not what?
Shall not prosper.
So when we look at this, let's go to Job real quick. I want to get Job. We're just going to bring this up because we're here at Proverbs, so we might as well read this part of Job. Give me Job chapter 31, verse 33, since we're already here in Proverbs, and let's see if we can make this make even more sense.
Job 31.
31, verse 33.
Page 402 in the black book. Page 402 in the black book.
Yeah, you want to read it?
Job chapter 31, verse 33. If I covered my transgressions as Adam.
What mistake did Adam make? Now, we got to go back to the first man ever on earth. The first man ever on earth made a mistake. And from the beginning of creation, what wasn't man willing to do? Read.
It says, if I covered my transgressions as Adam.
It says, what man didn't want to do from the beginning of time, what man doesn't like to do from the beginning of time, man doesn't like to come out with their transgressions. Man doesn't like to admit when they're wrong. Well, man will do anything to say, it wasn't me, that wasn't my intention, I wasn't trying to be this way. Man will do anything to try to throw off the trail, remove the guilt, or not feel like I made a mistake. Man doesn't like feeling the feeling of being wrong.
Yeah.
And so he said, if I do what?
It says, if I covered my transgressions as Adam.
By doing, what did Adam do wrong? Read on.
By hiding mine iniquity.
By hiding what?
Mine iniquity.
Go ahead.
In my bosom.
To hide your iniquity in your bosom. Your bosom is your heart is your mind. By hiding your iniquity is to know when you're wrong, but not have the ability to confess when you're wrong.
Wow.
To know when you're wrong, but don't want to say that you're wrong. And this was the first mistake that man ever made. It's not that man won't make mistakes. Man has a problem admitting when he's wrong.
That's the real issue of the heart of the matter.
That's one issue. That's an old issue that man has. Is man will never want to say, I did this and I'm guilty of something. Never. So we learn a lot from Adam. We learn a lot from Cain. We learn a lot from Abel. So all these figures are for our education or for our learning. So let's go back to Job. Let that go in Job 31 and 33. Let's go back to Proverbs 28:13.
Now, Proverbs 28:13. He that covereth his sins shall not prosper.
Oh, go ahead.
But whoso confesseth.
It said, but whoso what?
Confesseth.
If I have the ability to confess my faults. Now, I like this definition of confess. We're not breaking down all the definitions of confess, but I just like this one definition of confess right here. It says, open declaration of guilt, failure, debt, accusation, or acknowledgement of a crime. So it's open declaration of guilt, failure, debt, or accusation. So what is the most I love about men that don't hide their mistakes? He loves it when a man has the ability to come out openly and say, I've been wrong, I've been guilty, or I've failed. Some of us don't like to do that.
You're owning it.
You're owning it. You're owning it, and that's what the Most High loves. The Most High loves when people can own their mistakes. The Most High loves when the Most High can see a man and say, you know, can this man at least confess failure? Can they confess that they're the cause of the problem? But what we like to do is shuck and jive, tap dance around the issue, blow smoke, whatever. So what would the Most High do for this individual? Read on.
But whoso confesseth and forsaketh them,
and I change, read on,
shall have mercy.
What does the Most High do?
Shall have mercy.
Mercy is waiting for the person that's willing to confess their wrong. Mercy is waiting for the person that's willing to claim that they're guilty, that they failed and they've made mistakes.
Is that with the idea of acknowledging your sin, but not completely? Like, I acknowledge I'm sinning, but I'm not going to confess.
Well, you can acknowledge that you're sinning, but that don't mean you're going to change. So a person can confess, yeah, okay, I was wrong, but that don't mean they're going to change. That doesn't mean that's just one aspect of getting mercy. One aspect of receiving mercy is having the ability to say, yeah, I made mistakes in life, I've been wrong, and I don't want to do it anymore, so I stopped. So if I can confess it and forsake my mistakes, then what's behind that confession and that change? Mercy. The Most High got mercy waiting for all those that can see where they've been wrong. Read on.
Verse 14. Happy is the man that feareth always.
It said what?
Happy is the man that feareth always.
And that's why it says, happy is the man that what?
Feareth always.
Why I say always? Because sometimes we fear, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we want to admit when we're wrong, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we want to confess, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we want to change, sometimes we don't. But happy is the man that what?
Feareth always.
But the man that's always concerned about coming clean, the man that's always concerned about confession, the man that's always concerned about change, that man is happy. He'll be blessed because the Most High will keep extending and multiplying mercies and kindness. Read on.
But he that hardeneth his heart.
But this is most of us. When we're wrong, we double down on being wrong by not changing and not even acknowledging that we made a mistake. Usually when it's pointed out that we make a mistake, usually there's an argument behind it. Usually there's some tap dancing, shuck and jiving, where you misunderstood the situation. You don't have all the information. You don't know what you're talking about. There's always an issue about the truth about the situation versus me just saying I messed up. That's the majority of us have the hardest time to say, hey, I've been full of it. Why does it take the world to collapse for us to even halfway want to say, man, the Most High is not happy with me? Why does everything have to dissolve around us and be on the brink of utter collapse and failure? Because that just shows the level of pride that we have within us.
Extreme.
Based upon how strong the pride is necessary for the Most High to bring a man to rock bottom down there before he was able to say, you know what, I've been messing up. I've been making a mistake. I've been wrong. Usually it takes extreme situations and utter fallout before we're able to say, you know what, I haven't been doing right. I haven't been living right. The Most High is not happy with me. But if we're humble, it shouldn't take that long. But unfortunately, that's not always the case. So he says, when we harden our heart, that's when we double down and we don't want to confess. Somebody that hardens their heart becomes stiff-necked and stiff-minded and hard-headed and stubborn is the person that don't even want to come close to saying I made a mistake or I've been wrong or I failed. That's somebody that they're just going to make their head harder. And I'm just going to be firm in my decision that you're wrong and I was right. You're tripping. I'm not the issue. It wasn't my fault. You're just looking at it wrong. That's how men want to shake it and dispense it. That's how men want to stir the truth up. I want to spring it on you like you're the issue.
Yep.
I'm not the issue. So, this is what does the Most High say when a man hardens his heart?
But he that hardeneth his heart shall fall into mischief.
He shall fall into what?
Mischief.
Now, last week we talked about what this mischief is and how unpretty this mischief is. One thing that we read last week, let me get it on because this is still the recap, even though we added a couple things. Is Philo page 806, and we read line 676. No. Yeah, 76. Read this down there for me. Read right here. But the Most High himself.
All right. But the Most High himself, with the most perfect wisdom, has laid down the rule of familiarity and intelligence with reference to the first sinner.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Not slaying the homicide.
He said the Most High did not kill the criminal. Cain committed homicide, but the Most High let him live. He says not slaying the homicide. Go ahead.
But destroying him in another manner.
See, the Most High has other manners of punishment. And that's what he says, the one that hardens his heart shall fall into mischief. The Most High got many ways to skin a cat. The Most High got a multitude of ways to punish people, male and female. He said he destroyed him in another manner. Read.
Since he scarcely permitted him to be enumerated.
He cut off his lineage, first of all. He barely, even after the mistake he made, he barely brought his name back up. Read on.
Among the generations of his father.
Go ahead.
But shows him proscribed.
He says but showed him what?
Proscribed.
Hated and despised by everybody around him. Read.
Not only by his parents.
Go ahead.
But by the whole race of mankind.
The whole world hated him. The whole world was out to get him. Read.
Allotting him a state separate from the others.
Go ahead.
And secluded.
Read.
From the class of rational animals.
So when the Most High removes a man from the class of rational animals, the Most High says when a man in his mind becomes so stubborn, so hard-headed, the Most High said, I must remove you from the class of rational animals. Since you operate like an animal, I'm going to go ahead and put the spirit on you to conduct yourself as an animal. Read.
As one who had been expelled and banished and turned into a nature, the nature of beast.
So the Most High, one way that the Most High will punish a man is when the Most High is disconnecting from a man. He said, I'll let you run your course, but the course that you're going to run on is going to run on a course as with the same nature of a beast. So the Most High know how to put a man or a woman in beast mode. Beast mode is impulsive. Beast mode, impulsive, meaning I don't use rational thinking. I don't use wisdom. I just operate and function. That means I'll eat anything, clean or unclean. I'll like animals that when you got alley cats, what are alley cats known for? Say again. Eating scraps, eating out the trash. Feral. Feral, sleep around with the other neighborhood cats.
Yeah.
It's like a junkyard dog, man.
Yeah. Being territorial.
No discretion. Digging holes, humping everything that they can find. That's what animals do. The Most High said, no problem, since you don't want to see yourself, then I'll leave you in the spirit of an irrational animal. Impulsive, compulsive. Only after your appetite and your flesh. You don't know what the word no means. You don't know what the word nasty means. You'll do any damn thing. Good, bad, and ugly. You operate like a nasty animal. Filthy in conduct and behavior. Kiss anybody. Put your mouth on anything. Go anywhere. And be irrational. No discretion. No moderation. Yes.
Trying to control the thought, but you're just really like super just like just thoughts, and you're just everywhere. And it's hard to control it, you have to say anything, letting them pass it on, and just speak up. So what verses could you give that I could apply to control this thought?
First you gotta counsel. Scripture says, let counsel go before every enterprise. Do nothing without advice, and the multitude of counsels their safety. First thing that you want to do, if you have a lot of thoughts that are unproductive, you want to have somebody that you can trust as a counselor to let these thoughts out to and divulge this information to. And what they'll do is they'll redirect you with scriptures that pertain to those individual thoughts. So that's why it says of 1,000 counselors have but one. So you got to have somebody that you trust that's seasoned, that's been around for a while, that's been exercised with the scriptures, that you can talk to about these thoughts, and they will designate verses to identify what you need to look at to help mold or refashion those thoughts. Understand? All right. So now we know that the Most High said that
men get in the nature of beasts.
he said he got many ways that Philo said there's many ways that the Most High could destroy man. He said he could leave a man as in the nature of beast. Now is he wrong for this? Go back. Who had Proverbs 28?
Proverbs chapter 28.
Read verse 15.
You said 15?
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs 28:15. As a roaring lion.
It said as a what?
As a roaring lion.
So as a roaring lion. So when a man his heart is hard and the Most High disconnects from him, the Most High put him in beast mode. You just go however you want to operate. That's fine. But you're always going to have a savage mentality.
Yeah.
A destructive mentality. Read. He said like a what?
As a roaring lion.
And what else?
And a raging bear.
And a what?
A raging bear.
Not raging. He says ranging.
Raging bear.
There's a difference. That ranging means to run to and fro, to be eager or greedy or thirsty. It means to course like a beast of prey. Like you see a bear that's just running through the woods looking for something.
Oh yeah.
You're just looking for something. I'm on the prowl.
I'm just looking for the supply. I'm just looking. I'm constantly chasing and looking and hunting. I'm never full. I have this hunger about me. People call it being thirsty. People call it being predatory.
What happens when women tell another woman she's thirsty? She being thirsty.
Don't like that.
What happens when women? What do women mean when women are telling another woman you being hella thirsty?
You're acting desperate.
Say again.
You're acting desperate.
You're acting desperate. You operating out of desperation. There's no wisdom. Now you do any damn thing. Same thing with a man. When a man is thirsty, when a man is thirsty, he's not even looking at what makes sense. What he's looking at is what fills this hunger, what can pacify this appetite. I'll take anything. I'll take anything and anybody.
Can't knock it till you try it.
Yeah, like damn, brother. Did you even see the quality of this person? Did you even put this person through an examination? You must be hella thirsty to tie yourself in with somebody that has no morals, no ethics, no integrity, no fear of the Lord. Hell, you that thirsty? You couldn't wait to find out the background information of this individual? Did you at least find out does the apple fall far from the tree? Did you do some examination? Or you just so thirsty you just do anything, take anybody in any scenario and put yourself out there like that?
There's no who, what, when, where, why,
Ain't
how.
no questions asked. There's no questions. It's like, now, did you ask questions? How many questions did you ask? How much do you know about this person? Well, we like the same songs. Like, oh, okay. You like the same songs. It's about as deep as it get. You listen to the same music. That's about it. You got a similar playlist.
Yeah.
About as deep as it goes. We don't do enough investigation because our thirst is what's preceding us. And the Most High let him, man. Oh, you don't have to fear the Lord, but the Most High said, no problem. You're going to operate in life as a thirsty traveler. That's part of the curse of Cain. You're going to be thirsty in everything you do. And what you get is what you get. When you catch something, you ask for it. When you're in the clinic popping pills, you ask for it. When you say, oops, I didn't mean it to go this far, you ask for it. When you say, Dad, you're pregnant, you ask for it. Because I was operating like what? Like an animal. Like a beast. You just met her, you don't know nothing about her, or you met him, you don't know nothing about him, but you're pregnant?
I know we like the Cowboys.
We were like football. We had Cowboys, Tony Romo jersey.
Tony Romo is number 9. Number 9.
What are we saying? We're saying that it happens all the time. That when the Most High lets a person go, because they're hard-hearted, they're hard-headed, they don't want to repent, they don't want to acknowledge their faults. The Most High leaves them in the state where they're operating like an animal, like a mangy mutt.
Yeah.
But people can have this characteristic. People can operate with these qualities. So read that again, Ahmad.
Verse 15. As a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is a wicked ruler over the poor people.
Go ahead.
The prince.
No, hold on. Stop right there. Now, when you look at that ranging bear, that ranging bear, like I said, it means to be eager. It means to be eager and to run to and fro greedily. Who does that sound like?
Wow.
You got to go to Job. You got to go to Job chapter 2, verse 1 and 2. When he says that the Most High put that spirit like a ranging bear by definition is a bear that goes to and fro, eager or greedy or thirsty. They go to and fro.
Like a polar bear.
Like a polar bear. Always on the hunt. A polar bear is always swimming. They say a polar bear can swim up to 50 miles.
That's
On
amazing.
a smell.
Oh, that's a hut.
They say this polar bear can smell through the ice.
Yeah.
They can smell the sea lions under the ice.
That's crazy. That's thirsty. He got to survive, though.
And polar bears are also one of the few animals that are known to hunt humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, actively.
Actively hunt humans. He said like a roaring lion and as a raging bear. They'll go miles and miles and miles to get what they want. Who does that sound like? Get Job chapter 2, verse 1 and 2.
Come. Job chapter 2 and verse 1 reads.
Page 388.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Again, there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord.
Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Satan, From whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro.
Who walks to and fro?
Satan.
Satan walks to and fro.
Man.
When you're talking about somebody that's ranging, when you want to look at somebody that's ranging in the Bible, Satan ranges. Satan is always ranging. He's forever ranging. He says Satan does what?
From going to and fro.
Because that's what the word ranging means. Going to and fro, back and forth. Read.
In the earth.
Go ahead.
And from walking up and down in it.
And from walking what?
Up and down in it.
So who's the one ranging?
Satan.
Satan ranges.
Yeah, that's the character.
So he said, from walking to and fro, go ahead.
Come. And from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job?
So he said, have you been checking out my servant Job? Go ahead.
That there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth the Most High, and escheweth evil, and still he holdeth fast his integrity.
Go ahead.
Although thou movest me against him, to destroy him without cause.
So Satan has already been trying to get at Job. Give me Genesis chapter 4 verse 12, because what we have to understand is the spirit that the Most High put on Cain and left on Cain was similar to the spirit that we're reading about now. Give me Genesis chapter 4 verse 12.
Genesis chapter 4, verse 12. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength.
It said when you work the ground, when you put work in, you're always going to come up short. Always. When you put work into friendships, they come up short. You put work into relationships, they come up short. When you try to work towards anything, you don't always get what you want. You keep coming up short. Read.
When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond.
They said a fugitive and a what?
Vagabond.
That fugitive and a vagabond is a wanderer. Somebody that wanders from place to place. Man with no country. Woman with no country. No stability. No place to call my home.
And a vagabond is a person. It is a blessing to have familiarity. There's a blessing to see familiar faces and people that know you, and to see the same things around you, the same routine, and knowing the spirit of the city, the spirit of people around you. That's a comfort. It builds that sense of community and togetherness. When you're a person that's on the go all the time, you're not going to get that same sense. People aren't going to trust you.
And you know, when people don't trust me, I remain unclaimed.
Yeah.
Nobody wants my last name.
Yeah.
Nobody want my name. You know, nobody want to have nothing to do with me. No one want to unify with me.
People don't feel easy around you.
People don't feel comfortable around you.
And then people say, "Well, I don't know. I don't have any friends." But then I can't make people feel comfortable around me because I have a ranging nature about me.
Yep.
Like an immigrant, like you have to leave,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not because you want to leave and locate somewhere else.
Yeah. Either something's pushing you out, or you have a thirst or a lust that's driving you to another land.
And I'm putting in all this work, but nothing's coming out of it. No, the Most High will make every aspect of my life full of vexation and inconsistent and uncomfortable and not content. I'm never content. I'm never satisfied. And the Most High does this for a reason, because we get hard-headed with Him. Just because we don't want to say, I made a mistake. All this has to happen because Cain didn't want to say, I messed up. I made a mistake. Adam didn't want to confess. Cain didn't want to confess. Nobody really likes to confess.
Especially when they're wrong.
So the Most High got to let things happen in order for us to say, man, I got to confess. He'll take it to different levels. Go to Isaiah 29 and 18. Remember, the Most High got styles upon styles of punishment.
Oh yeah.
Isaiah chapter 29.
I like what you brought up.
29 verse, no, give me 29 verse 8.
People just assume just
29 and 8.
physical death is that's it. It's just
49?
29.
Oh.
29 and 8.
Yeah, I want Isaiah chapter 29 verse 8.
God. Isaiah chapter 29 verse 8. It shall even be.
He said what?
It shall even be.
So, the Most High got styles upon styles of dealing with us. Read that right there.
It shall even be as when an hungry man dreameth.
The Most High even got it to where
Man.
you so hungry, you go to sleep thinking about food.
dream about the thirst.
You dream about getting satisfaction, getting comfort, getting filled,
Yeah.
getting taken care of.
Yeah.
The Most High got it to where your thirst for something will follow you into your dreams. I want something so bad I dream about it.
Yeah.
I went to sleep single. Somewhere I got married.
Woke up.
I woke up single. Damn, man. That was a good dream.
Where's that person?
We was on vacation.
Yeah.
We was in France. We was in France, man. I'm trying to go back to sleep. I was in France.
We have a
We was eating baguettes.
baguettes.
Man, the Most High got ways to deal with us. He said it'll even be when a man does what?
It shall be, even be as when a hungry man dreameth.
I'm only using a relationship because some people want that. Not everybody wants that though. But whatever it is that you want, the Most High will have you want it so bad you dream
I
about
mean,
it.
I woke up one time. I went to sleep. And I kept seeing. Somebody kept dropping money. He just kept dropping little like dollars and fives and 20s and 50s out. He kept dropping. I said, man, who's all this money? So I counted. I said, I don't want to count it in my pocket. I want nobody to know I see I get this money on the ground. I wake up. I started going in my pockets and I was not there.
It's not there, man. You had the money dreams.
Yeah. That got me though, because it was all balled up. Like, nobody see this?
I had a money dream as a kid, man.
Yeah.
I took my shirt and I opened my shirt up. It was money coming out of a coin machine, and I was just putting all the change in my shirt, and then I used my shirt like a bag. Then I woke up next to my brother in the same bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we still in the hood, man. we still sharing the bed. We ain't even got our own bed.
Yeah,
Man.
that's tough.
I'm back in the same bed. Yeah, the Most High got ways to deal with us. When you want something so bad, it'll follow you in your dreams.
Yeah.
Read on.
God, it shall even be as when a hungry man dreameth, and behold, he eateth.
And he's eating in his dream.
Oh man.
You at a buffet, all you can eat. Read.
But he awaketh,
He awakened. What happened?
and his soul is empty.
And you know what? Damn. My stomach touching my back. I thought I was really enjoying some steak, some Chinese rice, stir fried rice, steak, all you can eat buffet, and I woke up and I'm still hungry. What does that mean then? What would the Most High do to a person? What does that mean?
In torment.
That's torment, man. That's the Most High know how to set somebody up for disappointment.
Wow.
See, all this happens when I just don't know how to say I'm wrong. I just don't know how to say I made a mistake. So the Most High said, okay, I gotta let you go through all these different hoops and these different feelings of being unfulfilled and disappointment simply because you don't know how to say I'm wrong. I messed up. Let me reevaluate my thinking and my decision making. Maybe the brother was right, I was wrong. Maybe the sister was right, I was wrong. Read on.
Or as when a thirsty man dreameth, and behold, he drinketh. But he awaketh, and behold, he is faint.
He is what?
He is faint.
Damn, I'm dehydrated. I was sleeping near a well of water, sipping. Ocean Springs. I was under a waterfall. And I woke up dehydrated. What is the Most High doing? The Most High has this kind of power to set you up to get excited for something. And you get excited and you get thrilled like this is about to work. I'm about to be satisfied. And the Most High take you to the brink of enjoyment and then snatch it right from you. Why would the Most High do this to somebody? It's almost like the Most High playing games with somebody. Thought you had it. Thought you was full. Thought you was about to eat. Thought you about to be married. Thought you about to have a good life. Thought you know, psych. That's the biggest psych in the world.
People get mad and complain about that carrot on a stick. It's been happening for generations.
Yeah.
That's a common complaint.
Why would the Most High do that to somebody though? Yes, sir.
It's because we're playing with him.
Yes.
Because we go back to that verse we had before, I believe in Proverbs, where it says confess it, and then you confess first, and then you forsake.
Right. Then you change.
The plan is you confess, but you wasn't really for real about that confession. You just put it on the front as if you are going to make the change, but then you don't make the change. We're playing with him. So he's gonna play with. Let me show you how we play. Let me show you how we really play.
Yeah,
you play with me?
You want to play a game?
I got a game for you.
It's like Saul.
Faked you out.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
It's similar to that person that went up to Christ, bowed down to him, and he was telling them, "I follow all the laws." Christ told him, "Look, if you want to commit to more, forsake everything." And he went away from it because he couldn't sit back here and give up what he had.
We keep the Most High in suspense. You know, we keep him in limbo.
Good.
We're always pump faking.
Yeah.
I'm really about to make this change. I'm really about to be humble.
He was serious.
I'm really about to lock in. Give me one more week. I'm gonna be all locked in.
Yep.
I'm finna study. Man, class was good. I'm really about to study tonight. I mean tomorrow night. Well, I really mean next week, next year. We play those procrastination games with the Father. Well, then cool. Then I'm gonna put you on the same journey until you're sincere.
Yeah. Until you really mean it.
You be chasing the rainbow.
Until you really mean change.
Yep.
That means I gotta have a multitude of fantasies
Yep.
and daydreams that never manifest and they never materialize because I'm playing games with the Most High.
Because that's what a thirsty person creates. They create the fantasy of this meat, the fantasy of this soup, the fantasy of these meals. If it's in your dreams, it's also in your waking life too.
Mm-hmm.
You're dreaming at night and then you're fantasizing the day.
Yeah. That means it's all built in the imagination.
Yeah.
But the Most High is not letting that imagination come to fruition until we come clean to Him. Until we come clean to Him, all these things, these dreams and these fantasies don't materialize until we come clean to Him. He holds things back from us.
Yeah.
Go back to where we were in Proverbs 28:15.
Guys, Proverbs chapter 28, verse 15. As a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is a wicked ruler over.
So he says, so is the what?
So is a wicked ruler over the poor people.
This is the attributes of wickedness. I look at everybody as meat. I look at everybody as supply. I look at everybody as
an opportunity.
An opportunity.
Yeah.
Or game.
Source.
A source.
Or prey. Yeah.
Or an opportunity to excite my lust, satisfy my flesh.
Yeah.
I really don't care about the people. I care about getting my gratification at their expense.
Yeah.
A tool for supply. That's what the wicked do. But that's what Satan do. Give me that 1 Peter 5:8. Because he said, like a roaring lion and a raging bear, looking to get my lust satisfied. I only see people as victims. As for my fulfillment. For my enjoyment.
That's what they are. That's the object they are in your mind.
Yeah. You're for my enjoyment. That's what the wicked do. You're for my pleasure.
Yeah.
Give me that. I don't really care about you as a person. You're just there to satisfy my pleasure.
Survival of the fittest.
Right. 1 Peter 5:8.
1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8 reads, be sober.
He said what?
Be sober.
That's why you got to be what?
Sober.
You got to be clear-minded. You got to be honest. Being sober is being honest. We've been talking about this. War's been talking about this in class for weeks and months. To go all the way back to May. Being honest. Read.
Be vigilant.
Be vigilant. Be aware. Be conscious on all sides. Read on.
Because your adversary, the devil,
Go ahead.
as a roaring lion,
Just like we just read in Proverbs. As a roaring lion. Read.
walketh about,
Just like we read about in Job. Going back to and fro. Ranging. He's forever ranging. Read on.
seeking whom he may devour.
Because everybody's bait. Everybody's an opportunity.
Yeah.
The Most High put that spirit on Cain.
Everybody serves. You're trying to create these relationships so they can serve your purpose. So you're out there networking. Cain's out there networking in different places, meeting people, creating conversations, telling what they want to hear,
Thirsty.
acting like he wants to help, posturing himself like he's of benefit to other people.
Yeah.
But really, he's posturing that posture
He's a predator, really.
because he wants you to posture that posture.
Right. He's really a predator.
He's a predator.
Well, she's a predator. Read?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I was gonna say he also is a predator by exploiting other people's weaknesses.
Yes. And extorting people. That's what he does. Give me that Genesis 4:7.
Genesis chapter 4, verse 7. If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted?
It said, if the Most High said, if you do that which is right, you'll be accepted. If you just confess and forsake your mistakes, acknowledge your wrongdoings, come clean about your failures, about your crimes, the Most High will open doors for you. He'll be merciful to you.
Yeah.
Read on.
If thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
Now, when you look at this in the Hebrew, when he says sin lieth at the door, that lieth at the door, it says, is crouched down like a recumbent animal.
What?
Yes. He said, when he says sin lieth at the door, he says sin, when he said lieth at the door, is crouched down like a recumbent animal. An animal is an animal that stalks very low, like cheetahs, where they get low in the grass. Like lions, they get low in the grass. Look, these are animals like cats when they're walking up on birds. You know, they get real low to the ground. They get in a recumbent position. He says, when you don't do right, the Most High has Satan stalking you in a low to the ground position, ready to pounce on you when you come out the door. When he says sin lieth at the door, meaning the minute you come outside, there's a lion waiting to meet you outside. At the door in a stalk position.
A striker.
Or a striker.
Sitting there looking. As soon as you come out, it's already aimed in on you. You look at
You're saying like a serpent is what you're saying. Like a
down, but then there's a striker too.
yeah, like
a spring going.
like a rattlesnake. He's already coiled up.
Yeah, that's what. The lion, he's down.
It's in a vicious position.
Yeah. He said when the Most High said he put this spirit, this is the spirit automatically on Satan. He stays low and he's ready to pounce on anybody that's not operating in order. Anybody that's not honest. Anybody that doesn't like to confess. Anybody that doesn't like to come clean. He said he got Satan at the door in a crouched position, laid back in a recumbent position, ready to pounce on somebody that can't come clean and be honest with themselves.
Or ignorant to the fact too, right?
Well, ignorant too.
You know, like he does get some animals that don't know no better, like what he's on.
Well, yeah, that's why we read just right now in Peter when he says, "Be sober, be vigilant." Let me be honest. Vigilant means I'm aware on all sides, meaning I'm on top of my mentality because I know that if I got the wrong outlook, if I got the wrong mentality, if I'm meditating on the wrong thoughts, who's waiting for me? Satan's waiting for me. But if I'm not clear, if I'm not aware of what's going on inside of me, if I'm not conscious about what I've been thinking about, Satan loves He waits in the cut, especially for the angry people.
Yeah.
Especially for those that are always angry. And we're going to prove it in the class. He's always reticulated, waiting to pounce or strike somebody that's angry. So if you're the kind of person that has a hot mind, full of temper, you're what Satan has been waiting on. He's stalking those individuals because those are easy prey. Dishonest individuals, liars. He's waiting for those individuals. That's why the Most High said, "Listen, man, if you don't do right, sin lies at the door, man. You got something wait for you. There's somebody waiting on you at the door to overtake you." Cain didn't understand this because what was Cain's issue? Cain was wroth. He was angry.
Yeah, he was. Well, and a lot of people skip that point in the story of Cain.
Yeah.
He was wroth. I'm like, okay, of course he'd be angry because he got rejected. We don't see how that spirit plays into sin.
Yeah. You don't realize how you're setting yourself up to be pounced upon, to be attacked. Give me Proverbs 28:24. Yes, sir. Yes, Naga, you had something?
He's waiting to take advantage of your moment of instability. He's waiting to take advantage of those emotions that are out of control. He's ready to use them.
You're clouded. You're clouded with frustration.
Yeah.
You're cloudy with frustration and anger. So you're not paying attention. So you easy bait for Satan.
Right.
You're not paying attention. You're all in your feelings and your emotions. You're not conscious about what you're thinking about. So Satan could use anything to get you. Read that right there.
Just like he uses that.
Proverbs 28:24.
Yeah, Proverbs chapter 28, verse 24.
Proverbs 28:24. Whoso robbeth his father.
They said, whoso what?
Whoso robbeth his father.
What did Cain rob from his father?
His son.
He took his son from him.
Wow.
He said, whoso robbeth his father, read.
Or his mother.
And what did Cain take from his mother?
His son.
Her son. Read.
And
said what?
It is no transgression.
I didn't do what?
Transgression.
I didn't make no mistakes. You just took your father's son from him. You just took your mother's son from her. And then you look at the Most High, and the Most High said, where's that brother? I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? He said that for a man to rob his mother and rob your father and then still come back and say what?
It is no transgression.
I didn't do nothing wrong. Because you didn't see me do nothing wrong. What doesn't he have the ability to do? Confess. I ain't do nothing wrong. You ain't see it. You ain't got nothing on me. You ain't got nothing on me. Yes, sir.
So that it's like that one saying, the tree one, the big tree fell down, did it like hear a solid?
Right. If a tree fall in the woods,
Yeah.
did it make a sound? If nobody heard it? Yeah. That's what a wicked man thinks. As long as you don't see me do something wrong, I'll never tell you I did something wrong. That means we can be guilty all day long. And we'll still come back and say what? I didn't do nothing. Wasn't me. Wasn't me, man. Wasn't me. Read that again.
It is no transgression.
It is what?
It is no transgression.
Hey, man, I don't know what you're talking about. You just took your father's son away. You just took your mother's little baby. He was the baby, man. Abel was the baby.
They had a lot of hopes in him.
Yeah. I'm sure they had plans for both of them. But he was the baby. He was the little brother. You just took your mama's baby. You know sometimes the baby be the favorite. Sometimes. Not all the time. But how you gonna come back and say, hey, I ain't do nothing wrong? Read.
The same is the companion of a destroyer.
He said the Most High said the same is the companion of who?
Of a destroyer.
He said the Most High said, I will make you the companion of what?
Of a destroyer.
Who is the destroyer?
Satan.
Satan. That companion means partner and associate. Give me the definition. Give me the second definition of companion. The Most High said, for the person that can't admit, you're going to steal something from your mother and father, and then you're going to come back and say there's no transgression. You can't admit your faults. He said the same is a companion of the destroyer. What is the Most High saying that he's doing with Cain?
Definition 2.
Number 2.
One who accompanies another.
It said one who what?
Accompanies another.
He says, you're going to accompany who from this point on? You're going to walk with Satan from this point on. What else?
As two persons meeting casually and traveling together.
Who are you going to travel with now? Who's going to become your road dog when you can't confess your mistakes? Who's your road dog now?
Satan.
Satan now. Who's your best friend?
Satan.
Who's your partner? Who's your mate?
Satan.
Who you in cahoots with?
Satan.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Your bestie. Who's your bestie?
Yeah, who's your road dog?
Your BFF. Who's the Most High has a guy that's waiting to align himself with you when you just can't come clean about what you do wrong. You get rewarded with a new friend. You get a new homie and a new road dog. Give me that definition again. The second definition.
Come, one who accompanies another, as two persons meeting casually and traveling together.
He said they meet casually.
So they're familiar.
They're familiar with each other. They're like friends. They're like homies.
They meet up all the time.
Man, you mad too? You angry too today? Everybody pissed you off. I bet you everybody pissed you off because everybody pissed me off today.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what you want to do, man? You mad about it? What you want to do about it?
Right.
Yeah.
I got an idea. You want to do my idea? We can do your idea.
Oh yeah. I do it right now.
We can do, I got an idea. I know what to do with this person. You want my help? You want me to help you take care of that for you?
I take care of that.
You want revenge, don't you? You want revenge, don't you? You don't want to let that person get away with what they did and said, do you? You ain't gonna let them walk off like that, are
You
you?
want to talk to you like that?
Yeah. Who's with you?
Satan.
Satan's with you. All because what? Because I can't say I'm wrong. Because I can't confess. When I commit crimes and I do dirt. Or I'm guilty. Or I've been out of order. So the Most High said, you need a new friend. I got somebody for you. Read that definition.
Come, one who accompanies another, as two persons meeting casually and traveling together are called companions.
They said they're called what?
Companions.
Let's find out if this is true or not. Let's go to Luke chapter 22, read verse 1 through 6. Well, let's find out if the Most High will give you a new assigned seat next to somebody.
Luke chapter 22, verse 1 reads. You ready?
Hold on. Everybody get it. Luke chapter 22. Let me get it. Verse 1. Let's read that.
Come. Luke chapter 22, verse 1 reads, Now the feast of unleavened bread drew nigh, which is called the Passover. And the chief priests and scribes sought how they might kill him. For they feared the people.
It said for they what?
Feared the people.
Read.
Then entered Satan into Judas,
There you go.
surnamed Iscariot.
It said what?
Then entered Satan into Judas, surnamed Iscariot.
It says then entered Satan into who?
Judas, surnamed Iscariot.
Now they're what? They're companions.
Wow.
Now they're traveling together.
Because he chose him. Some type of way, he did something he liked
Well,
to attract that spirit.
what, how did Judas give Satan the opportunity to be best friends?
Look at that.
He didn't confess. He didn't confess.
Well, first of all, they not just confess. What you got?
He looked at Christ like he didn't deserve the attention he was given. He looked at Christ like he was more of a liability than a benefit. He had a negative perspective towards what he was doing.
How did Judas allow Christ to get it? Remember, the Most High told Cain, "Hey, you angry, man? But if you don't do what's right, sin lies at the door. There's a guy crouching at the door in a low stalking position who's known for ranging."
Yeah.
Let's go to Proverbs 28 and 20, and then we'll come right back to this. Somebody else read Proverbs chapter 28, verse 20.
Proverbs chapter 28, verse 20.
And we're going to read from 20 to 22.
Proverbs chapter 28, verse 20. A faithful man shall abound with blessings.
It said, "A faithful man shall abound with what?"
Blessings.
Somebody that's faithful is obedient. They'll abound with blessings. Read on.
But he that maketh haste to be rich shall not be innocent.
It said, but what was the secret ambition of Judas?
Want that money?
He wanted to get the money.
So why are you wasting his money on this?
Remember, he was the one complaining when Christ had the woman put the oil
Alabaster box.
from the alabaster box that had the expensive oil and rubbed his feet. What did he say? He was the only one to say, "Man, you know what? That was a waste. We could have sold that for what? For a good price."
To the poor.
Yeah, but he said to the poor for a good price.
Yeah, he's like, but I'm poor.
Yeah. He said that we could have sold that to the poor.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
For me. It could have went my way. So where was this man's mind at?
Money.
His mind was on the wrong things. He was walking with Christ, but his mind was on the wrong things. He opened the door himself. He said, "Shall not be innocent." Read on.
Verse 21. To have respect of persons is not good.
It said to have what?
To have respect of persons is not good.
That means that the way Judas operated is, I'll only behave when somebody's looking. Depending on who's watching, I won't change completely for the sake of changing. I'll just modify my change or my humility based upon who's in front of me. I just won't be humble altogether. I'll just be humble to certain individuals.
Yep.
And at certain times.
When it benefits me.
When it benefits me. He says, there's a what?
To have respect of persons is not good.
Meaning, if somebody's not looking, as long as that person don't see me, I'm going to do what I want to do. Because they're not there. I'm a man pleaser. I'll only be in order when man is watching, but not when the Most High is watching. Read on.
For a piece of bread.
It said for what?
For a piece of bread.
It says for a piece of bread, what will a man do?
That man will transgress.
It said that man will transgress for what?
Piece of bread.
For a piece of bread, meaning what?
A little bit of what he wants.
That means a man will sell you out for little to nothing. How much did Judas sell out Christ for?
30.
30 pieces of silver, which is a day's labor at that time. That's a day's labor of a slave. That's minimal, little to nothing. He said that a man will sell you out for a piece of bread when he's a man pleaser. Read on.
Verse 22. He that hasteth to be rich hath an evil eye.
And what's wrong with Judas?
The evil eye.
He had a what?
Evil eye.
That's why he didn't find it valuable to put that oil on Christ's feet. Because how did he look at Christ?
He didn't value him.
He didn't value him.
Bless him.
He had an evil eye. So how did Judas open the door for him and Satan to become friends? Yes, sis. Say it again.
Carrying a negative outlook.
Say it a little bit louder.
Carrying a negative outlook.
Carrying a negative outlook. And when you got a negative outlook, you don't value the people around you. You don't value the people the Most High gave you. You don't value the people the Most High put in front of you. You'll be a man pleaser. I'll say, Cain, I agree, but I really don't agree. Read.
He that hasteth to be rich hath an evil eye,
Because my priorities are off. Read on.
and considereth not that poverty shall come upon him.
And don't consider that poverty shall what?
Come upon him.
Because I only care about what I get and what I obtain. So when you got that mentality, you make it easy for Satan to, you got a negative outlook, you despise the people around you, you don't have enough fear of the Lord, you'll sell anybody out for anything. You make it easy, you make it a slam dunk for Satan to dwell with you. So now let that go and go back to where we was at in Luke 22.
You want me to start from the top?
Yep.
Come. Luke chapter 22, verse 1 reads, Now the feast of unleavened bread drew nigh, which is called the Passover. And the chief priests and scribes sought how they might kill him, for they feared the people. Then entered Satan into Judas.
Because Judas had the wrong mind frame anyway. He was about his money, and he had an evil eye towards Christ. Read.
Surnamed Iscariot, being of the number of the 12. And he went his way and communed with the chief priests and captains,
Yeah, read on.
how he might betray him unto them.
He said a man will sell anything for a piece of bread, right?
Come.
It don't take much for a man to sell a man out, especially when he don't value you. Read.
Verse 5. And they were glad.
And they were what?
Glad.
And what? Go ahead.
And coveted to give him money.
Covenanted, which means they went into a contract. It was a contract. You get Christ here. You tell us where he is, so we can send out our soldiers to go get him, and we got some money. We got some money waiting for you.
Yeah.
How much is this? How much is this betrayal going to cost? Since you like money so much, how much is this going to cost? Read.
Verse 6. And he promised and sought opportunity to betray him unto them in the absence of the multitude.
And he tried to do it when?
It says, in the absence of the multitude.
Why would he do it in the absence of the multitude?
Less problem.
Because he's a respecter of who?
Persons.
Respecter of persons.
Yeah. Wrong.
He's a respecter of persons. Meaning, I'll change my behavior based on who I'm in front of. I won't change because I know the Most High is watching me. I'll manipulate the costume based on who's around me. Well, Ward talked about it being a chameleon.
Yeah.
Being somebody that'll change outfits, change clothes. Slithery. I'll be whatever I need to be to get close enough.
I just want you to accept what I'm presenting.
Yes.
Let me go through my bag of presentations.
On my wardrobe.
My wardrobe of presentations, my little mask collection.
Yep. And then what happens? What he don't realize is Satan is already with him. They're already rolling together. They're already an acquaintance, not knowing it. But he'll soon find out. Give me this in Josephus. We're in Josephus. We went through this last week also. We're just going to just do a quick recap. Josephus chapter 1, book 1, chapter 2, paragraph 2. Give me line 60. It's on page 31. Line 60.
When it says, and when Cain had traveled,
Yep.
Come. Ready?
Yep.
The Antiquities of the Jews. Book 1, chapter 2. Line 60. And when Cain had traveled over many countries,
Because that was the curse. Read on.
he, with his wife, built a city.
They
named Nod.
did what?
Built a city named Nod,
Go ahead.
which is a place so called.
The word Nod, the reason why he says which is a place so called, because the word Nod means wanderer, vagabond, panhandler. That word actually means panhandler. Because that's what he was. That was part of the curse. You forever going to be a panhandler. You forever going to be a wanderer, a man of no country, a deserter. Read on.
And there he settled his abode.
And there he did what?
Settled his abode.
Why would he settle his abode when the Most High told him that the curse, you shall forever be a wanderer? Why would he try to set down roots in the place when that wasn't the curse?
Trying to escape the curse.
Say it again?
Trying to escape the curse. He's trying to thwart.
Yes, thwart, escape. I'll use the word defy.
Yeah.
It was defiant.
Yep.
The Most High said, a vagabond in the earth shall ye be. So what did he do with the order?
He rejected it.
He rejected it. I'm going to set me up. I don't care what the Most High says. I'm going to set me up a crib. I'm going to make me a house.
Take my blessing.
That means, you know what, you can tell somebody, hey man, I don't think it's a good idea that you give yourself to a relationship right now. And try to build a relationship right now. You're not ready for a relationship right now. There's other things that a war always talks about this, about the training of men in the truth. When they become good husbands, is when they become, it's not until they become good leaders.
Yeah.
And good men and leaders and examples over the brother's house. And when they become good leaders and obedient, and they become good teachers and examples for men, and what that is kind of like the preliminary arena that allows them to train on what it takes to lead people. You know, like a war always talks about in his nativity of the truth, that it's not a good idea for a man to just dive into something when you haven't learned how to lead men. Learning how to lead men teaches you on how to be a good husband. But what people do is they'll bypass or they'll defy what's laid down and rush to build something that they were told you're not ready for. Or you're not ready to inherit this situation, but that's part of us when we force the course of the river. When somebody tells us, I think you should give it more time before you make this decision, or it's not a good idea, but I'm going to make my way work.
At all costs.
I'm going to make my way work, and I'm going to do what I want to do. You could get some smooth advice about what to do, and you still try to do things your way. And that's exactly what Cain is doing right now. You can tell somebody not to buy something, and they buy it anyway. You can tell somebody, hey, that's not a good idea. I wouldn't do that if I was you. They'll do it anyway. You can say, hey, I wouldn't pay that type of rent.
You're not in a position right now.
You're not in a position to afford this kind of rent. What do?
And they call it faith. That's the main point. They don't study, but they always call what they want to do something spiritual. It's faith. I'm just having faith.
Is it really faith?
Is it really faith, or is it what you want? But you mislabel it faith. You mislabel it a blessing. You forcing your will is not a blessing.
Yeah, but that's what Cain is doing. Cain already got the verdict that you're going to be a wanderer and a vagabond and a traveler and a panhandler. But he said, no, I'm going to set down some roots. I'm going to make me a crib.
I'm going to have my will. My will's going to be done.
I'm going to build me a crib. I'm going to force it. That's what people do sometimes. But of course they do that when they got Satan as their companion.
Yeah.
They do what the hell they want to do. He's defying the order. Read on.
Where also he had children.
He said, and he also had what?
Children.
I'm going to make a family. I'm going to get me a family. How many times have we seen that? Is that spirit really gone anywhere?
No.
Or does that spirit still exist on earth? When somebody try to force something that they're not ready for. I'm going to make this work. Okay. Okay. You going to make it work. Okay. Cain did it, and he's trying to make it work. It was working.
I'm just trying to do what everybody else is doing. People say that's my intention.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? I don't see this as wrong. I defy direction from the Father I defy order from the Father. And I don't build myself up spiritually like I'm supposed to so that I can actually maintain when I get the responsibilities the Most High wants to give. When I get the responsibilities the Most High wants for me to have.
When I earn the liberty to have that, and I'm responsible, and I'm mature enough, and I've developed enough to inherit this responsibility.
I skipped steps.
Yep.
And now I have to legislate people. People are depending on me, but I skip steps. People depend on me. I didn't study for nothing. People depend on me to be perceptive, and in order. And really, I gave you a character, but you're not getting a person that's been instilled with virtue. Because when I got corrected, I didn't confess. I rejected lessons. I never listened. I just did things my way the whole time. So I'm actually pigeonholed into a corner where I have to force everything. Everything's about force.
Yep.
The Bible says, force not the course of the river. The Bible says, the blessing of the Lord maketh rich, and he add no sorrow with it. So guess what? If it's a blessing from the Most High, he doesn't add sorrow with it.
Yep.
But if you get a blessing, it can come from somebody, a companion that you connected to through your rebellion, but he's going to add a lot of sorrow with those endeavors.
We want to command the blessing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to command the blessing, and he's going to bring a lot of sorrow with those endeavors.
You know what happens when I try to force something I'm not ready for?
Yeah.
Grandparents become parents all over again.
Yep.
How does that happen?
I can't maintain it.
How do grandparents become parents again?
They gotta have to raise those grandchildren as if they're the children.
Now they grandparents they're in their twilight of years, but they chasing kids 24/7 all over again, and they could barely go through 6 hours without trying to take a nap first.
Yeah.
Trying to sneak a nap, but now grandma and grandpa got to do what? They got to compensate.
Yeah.
Why? Why does grandma and grandpa got to compensate? Because I'm hasty.
Yeah.
Because we don't listen. Do we try to force what we want? And that's what Cain is doing.
Rush, rush, rush.
I got to get what I want so bad that I don't consider the cost. I just want what I want.
And none of it's built off of virtue or principle.
None of it's built off obedience.
Yeah.
How do you know it's not built off obedience? Keep reading in Josephus.
Come. However, he did not accept of his punishment.
How do you know it's not built off obedience?
He did not accept of his punishment.
How do you know when somebody is told something, don't do it, you're not ready for this, take your time, be patient, and they just do what they want to do anyway?
He did not accept of his punishment.
Because a lot of people don't accept and not even just punishment, they don't accept advice. They don't accept direction. Somebody said, grandbaby boys.
Five. Prime example here.
5 grandbaby boys. Prime example here. Lincoln Preservation said 5 grandbaby boys. And you know, Lincoln Preservation understand the assignment. You got to step in and compensate. And you know, a grandparent to do it with love. Still do it with love. A grandma still love them kids. But it wasn't their responsibility.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when people step out of bounds and they go beyond what orders are. And they go beyond self-control. They try to force their way. It's not new. People do it today. So read that and keep reading that in Josephus.
Crime. It says, he did not accept of his punishment in order to amend it. But
They said in order for what?
to amend it.
So, you know what? There was never any acknowledgement of sin. There was never any confession. There was never any admittance of guilt. There was never admittance of wrongdoing. There was never no contrition. I don't feel bad for what I do. There's no sorrow for my mistakes. I just took my brother out, but I don't even feel bad. And I won't even acknowledge that I made a mistake.
So by taking matters into his own hands, is that another way of saying it's not my fault or I'm not responsible for this?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, sir.
That lack of confession can also evolve into pride.
Well, it is pride.
Right, because even in that scripture where it says, "Force not the course of the river," right before that it says, "Be not ashamed to confess thy sins."
Yep.
So it shows that mentality leads to you trying to force your way.
Right, because I don't want to look wrong.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel bad, and I don't want to look wrong, and I don't want to confess to the Most High that I've been making mistakes my whole life, or I've been holding on to a negative outlook for a long time. Okay. Read. Great point. Read.
He did not accept of his punishment in order to amend it, but to increase his wickedness.
He said he doubled down. Instead of saying, you know what, I shouldn't have done this. I feel bad. I feel guilty. I'm gonna change. He said he did what?
He said, but to increase his wickedness.
That's somebody that's forcing the course of the river. I'm going to get what I want no matter what, and I'm not, even if it means I'll numb my conscience to get it. Read.
For he only aimed to procure everything that was for his own bodily pleasure, though it obliged him to be injurious to his neighbors.
He became that man that was a beast. Ruthless. Cutthroat. Extortioner. Finesser. Terrorizer. Tyrant. Evil. Read.
He augmented his household substance.
He built his household substance. Go ahead.
But
with much wealth.
With what?
With much wealth.
Go ahead, Dawiya.
But it's the spirit of augmentation. I'm always trying to add something to myself, but it's never a spiritual concept. I'm adding physical concepts to really make up for the void of the spiritual concepts that I lack. It's what people always do. They say in the world they say you're compensating for something. So
That's
what
something to show for.
What are you doing? Like you must be compensating. People always say as a humorous joke, or why? I can't say that online, but they say, well, why are you? Are you compensating for something or a lack of something? Well, in the spirit, is what people do.
Yeah.
We compensate for a lack of something through the acquisition and constant spirit of augmentation. I have to keep my mind immersed in attaining, but it's never chasing the spirit.
Because what I'm doing is I'm running from the truth that if I put on if I add on an addition to myself, or I augment, which it means I'm adding something to myself, I always give the presentation that I'm always growing, that I'm never losing. It's somebody that refuses to lose.
Yeah.
I refuse to lose.
To look like I'm losing.
And to look like I'm losing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to always do something new, add on something new, under the pretense that I'm not losing, that I'm not being punished. Now, when you actually get to this point, and if you look at the Bible Knowledge Commentary, the BKC, it says that this person that's augmenting is seeking the only joy that they have of a doomed life. Meaning, I already know my life is doomed, so I'm just going to try to collect as much trinkets, gifts, pleasure that I can gain until the Most High calls me up.
Wow.
So I'm going to reap whatever benefits I can reap, because I'm already out. In my mind, I'm already out of order anyway. So this is the only little joy that I can get out of a life that I already accept, that I'm not going to prosper in the end. It's almost like somebody that accepts defeat.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make the best of this opportunity.
Yeah.
Like saying, I already know we're gonna break up, so I'm gonna get as much money from you as I can.
Hey, I'm gonna drain you.
I'm gonna drain your bank account. I already know this ain't gonna last.
I'm going crazy.
So I'm gonna try to finesse you and get everything I can get out of you, because I already know this ain't gonna last.
I'm gonna bleed this.
I'm gonna bleed this as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because I already know it ain't going nowhere. So I'm gonna make the best of extracting whatever I can get out of this situation.
That's that predatory, ranging bear, ranging lion, crouching, satanic kind of nature anyway.
Yes.
That putting on these different apparels and different masks and networking with people, but with bad intention.
With bad intentions.
And bad faith, yeah.
So he said in line 61.
Come. He augmented his household substance with much wealth.
So I'm going to always put out the presentation that I'm gaining, that I'm doing well, I'm winning.
Yeah.
Read on. Even though the Most High is disconnected from me. Read on.
by rapine and violence.
And if the Most High don't give it to me, I'm gonna take and go get what I want. That's why this person is desperate, and by any means necessary, they refuse to lose. So even though the Most High cursed him and said, "You should be a vagabond and a wanderer," he said, "No, I'm gonna build a house. I'm gonna make a family, and I'm gonna build my neighborhood. I'm gonna build a community, and I'm gonna build a place. I'm gonna have a place to call my own."
I'm gonna be directly opposed and contrary to my judgment.
Yes.
That's what people do. Some people, their whole life is to prove people wrong. That's their whole life's purpose. And they can't live, and they don't have any energy, and any passion or enthusiasm for anything but to prove somebody wrong. But that same spirit also applies to how people deal with God.
Yep.
Some people's whole life is built on being opposed to the Most High and trying to out hustle or outwork or outmaneuver like his chess, the Heavenly Father.
Yep.
I'm not going to accept my punishment.
Nope.
I'm not going to I'm not going to even make it right.
I'm not going to seek counsel.
I'm not going to seek counsel.
Follow counsel.
I'm not going to make an atonement for my sin, that's the best thing you do once you make a mistake.
Yeah.
You make a mistake, and then you have to make an atonement. I skip the atonement process and go to acquisition.
Why I go to acquisition? Because I want to prove that I have wisdom.
Yeah.
It's part of my pride.
Yeah.
That I can make my way work.
Yeah.
I can fabricate my success.
Yeah.
Or I'm just going to take what I want. Read on, my Willow.
Come. He excited his acquaintance to procure pleasures and spoils by robbery.
By what?
By robbery.
I'm gonna get what I want no matter what.
He motivated other people to partake into the same spirit that he was partaking in.
Yeah. He was a mob boss. Read.
Yeah.
And became a great leader of men into wicked courses.
He said he became a great leader of men into what?
Wicked courses.
You can get what you want. You don't have to go you don't have to go to the Lord to get what you want.
He's teaching a whole new ideal. Right. He's not operating like his training that he got from his parents. He's not operating like his foundation. Everything he's doing, he's making it as he goes.
The Most High already told him, if thou doest well, thou should be accepted.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't got to be accepted by you. I can still do well. I can do well without being accepted.
I'm going to prove you wrong.
I'm going to prove you wrong.
I'm going to be ill-affected by your words or your curse. And I'm going to assimilate myself by having a family. I'm going to have things. And I can defy you by this way and show everybody that everything's going to be A-okay.
There's another way.
Yeah.
I'm going to show and demonstrate that there's another way to getting what you want in life.
Another path.
There's another path you can take. There's another course of life you can have. You don't have, the Most High said, let all things be done decently and in order. That means I can get out of order and still get the things I want in my life.
And be pleased.
And be pleased. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he was starting a new world order. A very powerful motivational speaker. Like, I'm gonna show you we can get what we want.
We can do this.
We can do this.
But I'm gonna be the spearhead and the forerunner of getting past the Lord, going past the Lord, defying the Lord, and still getting what I want.
And everyone else is haters.
And I'll be the template.
Yeah. Everybody else hates
of what it looks like.
Yeah.
To defy the Lord.
Like
and I'm gonna make it in this world. I'm gonna make it in this world. I'm gonna be somebody. And we're gonna prove it. Read on.
Come. He also introduced a change in that way of simplicity.
We'll get to that in a minute. Go back to Genesis chapter 4, verse 16 to 17.
Genesis chapter 4, verse 16.
Like Jesse Jackson said, I am somebody. I am somebody.
Look around and tell you, what neighbor? I am somebody.
Yeah. Read that right there. Genesis chapter 4, verse 16. Makes sense, man.
Genesis chapter 4, verse 16. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord.
That's a whole class.
That is right there.
That's a class, though.
They tell you right there. He went out from where?
Cain went out from the presence of the Lord.
I don't have the Most High's blessing because I don't need the Most High's blessing. I don't have to. You know what? Repentance would have gotten the Most High back on his side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Confession would have gotten the Most High back on his side. Acknowledgement of mistakes would have gotten the Most High back on his side. But he's saying, I don't need the Most High's acknowledgement. I don't need his blessing. I don't need his rewards. I can still make a way in my life without the Lord. I can do it without him.
I'm going to prove it.
And I'm going to prove it.
So he gave himself too, huh? His whole life was based off that course of thought.
Wouldn't you want the Lord's blessing when you make decisions and you go to building anything?
If you know who he is.
And when you're building anything, I don't care what you're building. Wouldn't you want the Most High's approval and his stamp of approval behind your decision making when you're building something? Who would want to try to build something without the Most High's approval and authorization? People that feel like I don't have to go to the Most High to get what I want. I can make what I want.
And
that is pride.
It's pride. Is also with that pride. It's also a lack of respect. It just shows that it doesn't have that respect that we feign. We feign respect for the Most High. We feign the fear of the Lord. We feign the spirit of, we look at things sacred. I think you were breaking down being sacrilege. Sacrilegious maybe 2 weeks ago.
No, last week. It was about what sacrilege is.
Yeah.
Committing sacrilege is when we profane those things that which are holy.
Yeah.
And undermine it and as if it has no value. Yeah. And not having the Most High's blessing is operating like I don't need his blessing.
And that's where the spirit and the path, the heart of Cain, it's all based off sacrilege.
Yep.
The despising of having to do things the way the Father requires man to do by nature, the order he has.
Yep. I don't need his authorization. I don't need his blessing. I can still make what I want to make, and it's still going to work. Well, many people try that. Cain was the first.
Yeah.
Read.
And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod.
It said he dwelt in the land of wandering, or the land of panhandling. Read.
On the east of Eden.
Go ahead.
And Cain knew his wife.
Read.
And she conceived.
Go ahead.
And bare Enoch.
Read.
And he built a city.
He said, and he built a what?
A city.
And Cain built a city. Read.
And called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch.
He said, and called the name of his city after the name of his son Enoch. Why would he do this? Why would Cain defy the Most High's judgment? The Most High had a desire that he would confess. He chose not to. Act like he was innocent. Wouldn't acknowledge mistakes. Wouldn't be honest. Wouldn't come clean. And then went and built when the Lord told him you're supposed to be a wanderer. And then not only that, he built the city and named it after his what?
His son.
What do all people try to do?
Leave something behind.
Leave something behind. Everybody wants to leave a legacy. Everybody does. Everybody wants to leave a legacy. Even when the Most High tell you you're not going to have a legacy. Cain is like, no, I'm going to have me a legacy. I'm going to build me a legacy. People are going to remember me. And we do remember Cain.
I would not remember. I would not.
Not in the way he wanted to be remembered, probably. But we remember Cain now.
Yeah.
You have Psalms 49:11.
Yep, already there. Matter of fact, go there. Psalms chapter 49, verse 10. Right there. Look.
Now, Psalms 49 and 10.
Read.
For he seeth that wise men die.
It said, for he seeth that what?
Wise men die.
It said, wise men die. Men that make good decisions die. Read on.
Likewise,
It said, likewise, go ahead.
the fool,
It said, who else dies? The fool dies. Wise men die. Read.
and the brutish person,
And the who?
and the brutish person,
And the brutish person.
Wow.
The offensive person dies also. The wise person dies. The who?
the fool,
The fool dies, and the brutish, the offensive person, the tyrants die too. Read.
and the brutish person perish,
And they all perish. Read on.
and leave their wealth to others.
And they all have a desire to allocate their wealth. Whether it's the wise man, whether it's the fool or the brutish, they all know that they got to leave something behind. They can't take it with them. They all know they can't take it with them. And each one of them wants to leave a legacy. It says, the scripture says, a wise man leaveth an inheritance to who?
Children.
To his children's children. That means that everybody wants to leave, good, bad, and ugly, wants to leave something behind for their kids. I don't want to live this life and I don't have nothing to offer the next generation. I don't got nothing to pass down. Everybody wants to have something to pass down. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to accumulate something and then be able to pass it down to your children's children, to the grandchildren. Well, you didn't leave them in a bad place. You didn't leave them struggling. Or you didn't leave them with a whole bunch of debt. Or you didn't leave them as a bad example. And they have to find their own way in life. You at least want to give the people that come behind you a head start in life. You at least want to lay down a pattern that they can follow to say, you know what? If I don't know anything, I know that if I'm just going to continue in my father's name, or I'm going to continue in my mother's name, and I'm going to finish what my parents started. Because I agree that what they were doing and what they were working for was a good cause. And there's nothing wrong with that idea because everybody has that idea. The wise got that idea, the fools got that idea, and the brutish got that idea. But the outcomes are very different. Everybody has the idea of leaving a legacy, but the outcome is not always the same. And that's the difference. Read verse 11.
Verse 11. Their inward thoughts.
It says their inward thought, the wise, the foolish, and the brutish, their inward thought is what?
Is that their houses shall continue forever.
So everybody wants to be able to build something that's permanent. I want to build something where, you know what? When my kids get older, they can still look back and say, because you know what? When you look at Esau, when you look at Campbell Soup did what? They built the legacy. You look at McCormick Spices,
Yeah.
they did what? These people are long gone. You look at Ford did what? Left a legacy. His name still rings on, still employs people. Look at Sam Walton. Sam Walton been gone. You can even look at Freddy's Custard. Freddy Steak Burgers.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that started Freddy's Custard. Freddie worked at the same job after he got out of college. Freddie worked the same job for 57 years. Then he decided to go in the restaurant business.
That's amazing, bro.
He had one job for 57 years, and then after he retired, he said, I want to make a burger chain.
I respect that, bro.
And you know what? Guess what?
It's good.
He came out of college, worked 57 years, then started his own burger chain, and guess what? You can still go to Freddy Custard right now. He started late in the game. So if he worked 57 years and he came out of college, let's say 21, that means he was what?
Wow.
58, 78? That means he started Freddy's at 78? That dude is... There's some good burgers, though. Them steak burgers be slamming, man. Them steak burgers...
It's kind of like a mixture of Sonic and Dairy Queen.
No, man. Freddy's steak burgers, they skinny, they slim. They slim. You gotta get you gotta get a double though. You gotta get a double. I ain't say that because you gotta get a double because they skinny. The patties are thin.
He crushes them.
I don't know what he do with the patties.
He put that name in there, steak burger.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But I don't know what he do. But I tell you, it got a whole different flavor though.
It is amazing.
It's and you know what? And them fries are.
Those skinny fries.
Get the Philly cheese fries.
This is the best fries in life.
You get the Philly cheese fries.
Best fries ever.
The ice cream.
All right.
So
He knows what's up. He knows what's going on.
I used to be like,
you get the meal.
He getting a breakdown.
He have an expert in the house. My one is like, listen, get the number 17. I don't know. I'm just messing around. But my one is like, there's a go-to menu.
Make sure
But
you're there.
it is the sauce. The sauce is good too.
Is it the fries?
But think about it. The dude is old, man. But he said, you know what? I'm gonna still build something. And you know what? We're still eating off what this man built. And this man been gone. Same with Whataburger.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Ray McCombs. Whataburger, man. Whataburger was down there starting in Corpus. And the guy just had a drive-thru and his burgers was 10 cents. Whataburgers was like 10 cents. Now Whataburger is all over the place. Matter of fact, they're not even owned in Texas anymore. Chicago company bought Whataburger out because it became so popular.
Right.
But the meat, their claim to fame is that the meat is always fresh, never frozen.
Come on.
Never frozen. Hey, them patties, man.
I can smell it on the street though.
Listen,
I drive past Ingram every day. You smell it.
I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know how they pick the ground beef, but most run of the mill average burgers, like even like Burger King. Yeah, but their mix of meat, gristle, and bone is off. Cause sometimes you bite into the burger and you bite a bone, and you down there chip your tooth, cause you bite a bone. That mix of gristle, bone, and meat, it's probably like a 60-40, like actual meat versus tendons and ligaments. But I'll tell you this: rarely do you bite a bone in a Whataburger.
I never have.
Rare. It's rare for you to bite a bone in a Whataburger hamburger. Their selection is better. Their choice of meat is better. Their cut of meat is better. I don't know.
They care more.
They care more. Hey, listen, bro. You want to know how I know? Because I got the app on my phone. I got the app, man. Listen, what's the whole point? The whole point is everybody wants to build something and leave something behind for the next generation. Sometimes people build something and the name stays, the legacy lives on, whether it be in a restaurant or music or whatever. Everybody wants to build something to last. Read that again.
Verse 11, Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
That's the wise man, that's the fool, and the brutish person. Read on.
And their dwelling places to all generations.
Everybody wants to build something permanent. Read.
They call their lands after their own names.
It says they call their lands after their own what?
Names.
Why did Cain build a city and name it after his firstborn son? Even though the Most High cursed him as a wanderer, a panhandler, and a vagabond, he said, no, I'm going to go against that, and I'm going to build something permanent. And not only am I going to build something permanent, I'm going to keep the name in the family. It's going to be a family. I'm going to build a generational wealth or situation where my name rings on and my children's children rings on.
To clean up and honor himself.
It was really in defiance of the Most High. Yeah. And that's why he said in Genesis chapter 4, verse 17, read that again.
His whole life was an act of defiance.
Yes.
You know what that stigma.
Yep, read that first. I'm gonna let you go. Genesis chapter 4, verse 17.
Genesis chapter 4, verse 17. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived, and bare Enoch. And he built a city, and called the name of the city after the name of his son.
Why would a man do this? Because when the Most High said, I don't want you to build an abode, a form of living, Cain is like, I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
And if you won't bless me, I'll just take it.
I'm going to immortalize my name and make a name for myself no matter what.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. I'm going to make a name for myself.
Yeah.
And is this not the Hollywood stars?
Yeah.
Is this not the Walk of Fame?
Yeah.
Is this not the objective of people putting their name on the streets? On the worst pissy streets, too.
Yeah, it's horrible out there.
Skid Row.
Skid Row.
Put your hand like this.
You kissing a dirty star.
It's dirty.
Take a picture of my name's right here.
Yeah. And you know, they position the camera only where they getting that star and that actor or that actress, and they're right in front of the star. They got their fingerprints on the cement. But they know how to put the camera just on that area. Because if you pan out that camera, you got tent cities everywhere.
Come.
You got real vagabonds.
Something about it.
Right around, right, it's right there.
They right there. And I ain't never been there, but I watch enough TV, enough
I've been there. They got zombies walking around.
zombie land.
You know.
But I'm trying to immortalize my name. You're going to know my name. You're going to know who I was. I'm going to be unforgettable in this life. The Most High already doomed Cain to be forgettable. But he said in defiance, I'm not going to be forgotten.
It's the city of Enoch. Oh, who built the city? Oh, Cain. I'm the founder of the city of Enoch.
Yeah.
It's still his trophy.
Right.
His son's name is his trophy.
Yeah.
I sacrificed. He's almost cleaning it up as if I did all this for my son.
Yes.
I'm an honorable man.
Yeah.
It was really all for my son. I saw all this dope just to feed my daughter.
Yeah.
Really?
Listen. We've seen men leave the truth.
Yeah.
And still try to go make a name for themselves in this life.
Yeah.
Without the Most High. And you know what the Most High does? He renounces all attempts of you trying to be somebody in this life without him. The Most High renounces all those attempts.
Yeah.
And he makes sure that you understand that even if you do make a name for yourself, the outcome, how he judges the wise, the fool, and the brutish, they could still build, but the outcomes are different. Wow. We're going to explain that, but you had your hand up, Naga.
Yeah, it's like he was looking for approval. His sacrifice got rejected. So then he goes to build a city because he's still in the pursuit of that approval he didn't get. So now he built the city, he had these kids, and they're going to give him the approval he's looking for, but just for a backdoor manner.
Yeah.
It's still like this seeking of approval.
It's still
confirmation.
I'm still gonna get my name known.
Yeah. Right.
I'm still gonna get my name out there, and I'm still gonna receive some type of glory, even if the Lord don't give it to me.
Yep. Right. He seeks his own glory.
Yep.
Quote, quote, I want approval without virtue.
Now, there's a way to get what you want in this life, especially for the wise, where your name rings forever and where your legacy is stamped by the Most High. Who does the Most High bless with a long-standing legacy where it's not temporary? Go to Matthew chapter 5, verse 5.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 5 reads.
647 in Black Book. Page 647 in the Black Book. On 674. 674.
Ready?
Yep.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 5 reads. Blessed are the meek.
He said, blessed are the who?
Meek.
He said, blessed are the meek. Read.
For they shall inherit the kingdom.
Whose legacy is stamped and immortalized on this earth?
The meek.
Is it the proud?
La.
Is it the rebellious?
La.
Is it the tyrants?
La.
Is it the oppressors?
La.
Nah. The only individuals that have their legacy solidified is those that put on the spirit of meekness. They're the ones that don't have to worry about their name ever dying off. Because every other name is coming to naught. Every other action will be rejected eventually over time. Every other form of glory is only temporary. Every other form of subdivision, lifestyle, society that's built, an alternative society that's built without God, every godless society will come to naught, will be destroyed.
That's true.
But the only individuals that can guarantee that they have a long-standing legacy on earth are those that understand the spirit of what?
Meekness.
Meekness. Their legacy is solidified and approved by the Most High. They receive the stamp of approval. So you can build, you can work, you can strive, you can force the course of the river. You can try to build something to make it last a long time, but eventually it will be destroyed and dissolved. Just like the Egyptian dynasty is nowhere to be found. There ain't even Egyptians that oversee Egypt. Them are Arabs that oversee Egypt.
Their children aren't in that land anymore.
And they're only half Egyptian.
Yeah.
They're not even full-blooded. That's why they don't look the same. And some of them are Turks. Some of them are Turks turned Arabs turned Egyptians.
That's crazy. And claim the legacy.
They claim the legacy.
That's my forefathers. Really?
Yeah. But the meek is the only ones that are guaranteed a walk of fame. But not on what man gives. Give me Matthew chapter 11, verse 28.
Matthew chapter 11, verse 28 reads, Come unto me, all ye that labor.
We read this a couple weeks ago. It said, Come unto me, all ye that labor. Read.
And are heavy laden.
Go ahead and you work hard. You're heavy laden. You got burdens on your shoulders. Read on.
And I will give you rest.
And I'll give you rest. No other form of labor will ever give you rest or a legacy or a renewed name on earth that lasts forever. No other work will do that. And there's no other method of getting rest and getting remembered. Read on.
Come. It says, Take my yoke upon you.
Go ahead.
And learn of me.
Doing the work of Christ does immortalize our names and gives us a legacy that's never forgotten. That's how powerful doing the work of Christ is. Because everything else, you'll lose it in a generation. That's why half of our families, what they work for, none of us really still possess. None of the things that they work for are really kept in the family. Half the things our grandparents worked for barely survive to this day. Barely. We lose what our foreparents give us in one generation. If that. Read.
For I am meek and lowly in heart.
So Christ said, I am what?
Meek and lowly in heart.
The only thing that counts in this life is learning what it means to be meek and lowly. Give me that definition of meek. And give me the definition of lowly.
Meek. Mild of temper.
It said what?
Mild of temper.
So Christ is guaranteeing the legacy and the remembrance and the blessings of those that are what?
Mild of temper.
So what happens if you have a hot mind? What happens if you have a temper on you? Nobody can tell you something. As soon as somebody tell you something, you pop off at the mouth. Is that meekness? So will what you build in this life ever be remembered? No. Because what meekness is, and what meekness is all about, is knowing how to receive information that you may not like about yourself, and you know how to take it in a mild fashion. Read it again.
The definition.
No, the definition.
Meek. Mild of temper.
It says, so when Christ said, the meek shall inherit the earth, what is he looking at to determine whether you get to inherit the earth and your name rings on forever? What is the Most High looking at? Your meekness. Yes, sir.
I was going to say humility.
Yeah, humility. But that's one of the definitions.
Right.
But even more than just humility, he's checking your temperature.
Right.
Everybody that's aggressive, angry, bitter, hostile, combative, argumentative, those are not the attributes of a person that the Most High wants to last long. They don't have a legacy set up for them. You setting yourself up to be forgotten, not to be remembered. And all your labor in vain. Simply because the mind frame was off. What got Cain out of there? He was angry. He was wroth. He was always angry. He said mild of what?
Mild of temper.
Everybody that got a temper on them, you may not think it's that bad. You may not think your temper is that bad. You may not think so. That don't mean the Most High agree with you. You may not think so until somebody tell you something you don't want to hear. Or tell you something you don't like. Or tell you the truth about yourself. How do you respond then? What else in the definition?
Soft,
Soft,
gentle,
gentle,
not easily provoked,
not what?
not easily provoked.
Not easily provoked. So, soon as somebody says something to you that is slightly reminiscent of criticism, soon as somebody has some criticism about you, just even if it's mild criticism, how do you respond to the mildest criticism when somebody say, "Hey, brother, I wouldn't do that"? How do you respond? That's not a good idea, brother. Or, why'd you do that? Why did you do that?
I can't account.
How would I respond? Who's looking at how I respond to that?
The Most High.
The Most High is.
And the response will be a testimony of the deficiency in the man. Because it's not going to be a confession, like you said.
It's not gonna
It won't be the acknowledgement of the mistake. It won't be, how can I do it? I've done it better. It won't be an inquiry to perfecting my spirit, perfecting my soul, perfecting my method, my tactic, and my approach. It will be a defense. I operate in the spirit of being defensive. I think years ago you went the topic about a man, a man that he cannot be taken with what?
Hands.
Hands. He can't be taken with hands, meaning in the spirit he's filled with spines like a porcupine.
Yeah.
His spiritual form or his intellectual form is that of a porcupine.
And the scripture that goes with that, it says these men are like the sons of Belial.
Yeah.
Meaning these men are worthless men.
Yeah.
Because it says because they can't be taken with hands. Meaning you can't mold these men. These men are unmoldable. When you got a woman or a man that's unmoldable, you can't give any kind of criticism because they come back with hostility. They come back with a temper. They come back with violence. They come back with agitation.
A warlike nature.
You can't say, hey, this would be a good idea. They're very disagreeable, easily agitated. Give me that last part of that definition again.
Not easily provoked.
So that is what meekness is about. Meekness is about having the right temper about you. How quick are you to get angry about something? And if you're the type of person that gets angry very quickly, you are not in the category of meekness. You don't fall in that category. Neither do you fall in the category of the ones who will inherit the earth. We can't discredit the value of what meekness is. Mm-hmm. Meekness is all about your temper. Has everything to do with your temper. We may think, well, shit, everybody gets angry sometimes. Well, yeah, everybody may get angry. But that doesn't mean that I'm known for that. And I don't put that attitude on display. You know, in the world, they say attitude determines altitude. Yeah. Your attitude determines how far you'll go in life. When you got the wrong attitude, you don't go very far in life. It's no different in the Bible. You got the wrong attitude, you don't go far in this life nor the next life. And even if you do build something, it's only temporary. It's not permanent. We can't undervalue and undermine the quality of what it means to be meek. He says meek means what?
Mild of temper, gentle, not easily provoked or irritated.
Oh man, not easily provoked or what?
Irritated.
Man, when you're walking on eggshells with somebody, why would somebody walk on eggshells around somebody?
Afraid they will irritate you.
Because they're afraid they're going to do what?
Irritate.
Because what is it that they lack that puts me on eggshells where I got to walk real sensitive and I got to think about how I'm going to talk to this person. I have to think about what am I going to say to this person. I got to think about this person's response. I got to sit back and quantify. If I say it like this, they're going to respond like this. They're not going to get the point. If I say it like this, I got to be ready for war, and they're going to be ready to fight. How can I say it to where I can get the best reception from this person without coming off like I'm trying to be rude, disrespectful, or harmful to this individual? So let me sit back and think about, how do I engage this person? Why would you have to do so much homework to engage with people? Because they don't have what? They don't have no meekness. That's why you gotta sit there and go through different scenarios. If I say this, they're gonna respond like this. So let me not word it that way. If I come this way, they're gonna lie straight to my face, and they're gonna cuss me out. Let me not say it this way. Let me say it this way, or let me tell this person. Let me pass this message through this person to get to them. Because if it comes from me, they already got a negative outlook towards me, so I can't tell them anything. So maybe if I redirect what I'm saying to somebody else and then give it to them, maybe they'll be more receptive to my words. Why would a person have to go through all these different changes to be able to talk to somebody? Or I can't even talk to you. I just got to text you. And I got to be real courteous. Do you mind? Do you mind? If at all peradventure, if you're not too busy, you got to talk in Old English. You got to text in Old English. Peradventure, if thou is not too busiest, would you mindest picking up the phone?
Yeah.
Wherefore art thou?
Least thou be tired beyond measure, then I will call us back tomorrow with. Now you gotta do all these things because you already know a person got a hot mind and they take everything the wrong way. Every conversation is taken the wrong way. Every gesture is taken the wrong way. Every criticism taken the wrong way. What is wrong with this individual? They don't have any meekness. Yes, sis.
I don't understand you change your and you can see the earth of this world.
Yes.
So that means to have the meekness and gentleness to inherit those traits. Is that what you mean?
No. When I say the meek shall inherit the earth, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get that. We're gonna break that down. What that means. What he means by the meek shall inherit the earth. When you look at Cain, we're first looking at Cain in operation. Cain tried to force the building of his society. He tried to force the building of his community. He tried to force the building of his family. And he did. He went and built and worked and labored and raped, robbed, and pillaged to get what he wants, to get where he's at. But when somebody bypasses the Most High's authorization and they feel like they don't need the Lord's blessing, they're just going to get what they want at all costs, things are not ever going to be, they're never going to be satisfied with the eventual end of how that society, that relationship, those relationships, the Most High will dissolve all that. Because he doesn't bless that. Because they forced it. They didn't go through him. They didn't have the right virtues to get that kind of blessing, to earn that kind of blessing. They were counterfeit in establishing themselves to have a permanent home or permanent base or permanent community. And they didn't earn what they didn't do. They didn't make the changes necessary to earn that type of long-standing civilized society. That's why the society that Cain built was full of pillaging and robbery and violence.
Like his spirit.
Because it matched the man.
Whatever you build, it matches the deficiencies in the person, right? The spiritual deficiencies of the man.
And when we say the meek shall inherit the earth, we're going to get there. Who does the Most High allow their legacy to be remembered? And all their work not be in vain? Then we're gonna get there. So hold that question, but we'll answer that question. But where we at right now? That definition of meekness. Read.
Come. Not easily provoked or irritated. Yielding.
It says what?
Yielding.
How often do men yield to a better idea? How often do women yield when you tell them something? What does it mean when somebody yields?
You give place to someone else's thoughts over your own.
Right. That means I have the ability to be meek. Means I have the ability to put my thoughts down, as correct as I may feel like I am, as right as I feel like I am. I have the ability to put my thoughts down on a back burner and adopt somebody else's thinking or reasoning or rationale, and without feeling like my thoughts are superior to their thoughts.
A know-it-all.
A know-it-all is unyielding. Somebody that acknowledges that I don't know it all is yielding. And that's what somebody that's humble is. A humble spirit, a humble personality will acknowledge I need help. Somebody that will ask for help is yielding. I need help. I don't know what I'm doing. that person is yielding. Yes, sir.
And not feeling like it's a challenge. The fact that I'm in the position where I'm being told I need to let go of what I'm thinking and adopt another way of thinking. I don't take it personal.
Right. But why would it be
a challenge?
Why would it be a challenge? Because I'm insecure. And that's why we had a whole class about it. It's only a challenge based upon a person's level of insecurity.
That's true.
If I'm extremely insecure, then I'm unyielding because I feel like, you're trying to make the best of me. You're trying to get over on me. You're trying to manipulate me. You're trying to game me. You're trying to win over me. Or you're trying to oppress me. You're trying to impose yourself upon me or your decisions on me. I don't trust you. You're not the person that I believe that I would go to I don't invite your criticism. I don't value your criticism. Yes, sis.
I'm going through that same experience with my 93-year-old. AC's not working, and everything you're saying, I'm walking there. Today was 97 degrees in the house. Sweating, could barely move. Stick with this old fan, but I trust my own. The AC guys don't know what they're talking about. So it's just.
Listen, if today it kept reading the thermometer in the car kept reading 108. It kept reading. Every time I look at it, it said 108. I said, man, it's hot. It's hot.
Everyone is just sweating.
I walked outside from an AC building to the car, and by the time the AC kicked in the car, I was already feeling faint. Because it was like 140, 150 in the car.
Man, it's baking, huh?
And the AC couldn't blow fast enough.
That's baking.
And I said, man, this is a cooker today.
Yeah.
And if you don't have no AC today, or for yesterday and today is a heat wave. You got people dying in Europe right now because of this heat.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you got people dying.
No way.
Yesterday when I checked was at 89. Today it was at 101.
And if it's 97 inside your house, and you got an opinion, I would be all ears. I would be like, listen, do you have any remedy? Do you have any answers or solutions to cool this house down? I'll be open for people's criticism. Do what you. I've tried to sleep. I remember my AC went out and I was on the second floor, and heat rises. I had to go to the brother's house. I had to call the brother up. I said, listen, brother, this is unbearable. Can I have your couch for the day? Can I sleep on your couch? I'll sleep on the floor. But I can't sleep in this house like this. This is too much. But you got people with an opinion whose life isn't really working for them and decisions not working for them, but they have an opinion. And they're unyielding.
Don't patronize me.
Don't patronize me with your piss poor perspective and advice. So you got people whose lives isn't really working for them, but they still don't want to yield. Your own advice don't work for you. Your own temperament and attitude don't work for you. But yet you don't want to yield to greater wisdom. You don't want to be humble enough to accept you need help because you know it all. That's incredible. That's incredible. But that's why Christ is ensuring that when it comes to legacy building, remember the wise want to build legacies, the fool and the brute. They all want to build legacies. But the Most High is not endorsing all three of them. He's only endorsing what the meek do. He only advances what the meek do. What the fools do and the brutish do, he's not endorsing them. He's not endorsing whatever they build. Because they don't know how to follow. Matter of fact, give me Ecclesiastes in the Apocrypha, chapter 12, verse 4.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 4. Give to the godly man.
That's why who is the person that the Most High endorses?
Give to the godly man.
He said the Most High is all about endorsing the godly man. Read.
And help not a sinner.
What makes him a sinner and what makes him a godly man? What differentiates the two? What separates the two and distinguishes the two between the godly man and the sinner? Read on.
Do well unto him that is lowly.
What distinguishes the godly man?
Do well unto him that is lowly.
Who has the attributes of what the Most High constitutes as godly?
The lowly.
The lowly. What is the definition of lowly?
Lowly.
Because this is what distinguishes a godly man. This is what makes a man godly. This is what makes a woman godly. He says, do good to the godly man. He said, and help not a sinner. You leave the sinners the hell alone.
Wow. Leave him alone.
Leave them alone. You leave the sinners alone. But you do good to the godly man. What makes a person godly? What makes a person worthy of being given something to, extended to? Read.
Lowly. Having a low self-esteem.
Having a what?
A low esteem.
So it's the absence of pride. The ones that have the absence of pride is the ones that the Most High said you give to. They're absent of pride. Don't walk around with a whole bunch of know-it-all. I know every damn thing. You can't tell me nothing. I've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. I don't respect your decision making. I don't respect your thinking. Man, the Most High said, man, leave that person alone. You can't do nothing with them. He said, what in verse 5?
Verse 5. Do well unto him that is lowly.
He said, do well unto him. Do good to him that is what?
Lowly.
That's lowly. Definition.
A low esteem of one's own worth.
Now, we know pride is an unduly high opinion of oneself. It's the absence of pride. Those are the ones that the Most High endorses.
Yes.
Prideful people, the Most High don't endorse them. And he doesn't endorse whatever they build. He don't advocate that either. And he makes sure that it don't last long. And it's temporary. Read.
Humble.
He said what?
Humble.
What else?
Free from pride.
Free from what?
Free from pride.
What distinguishes a godly man or woman?
Free from pride.
That's how you could separate the sinner to the godly. One of them has a hell of a lot of pride, and one of them don't have no pride. One of them you can work with, one of them you can't tell anything. One of them you can give advice, the other one you can't show nothing to him. One of them you can offer criticism, the other one you bet not criticize him. You're not qualified to criticize me. Who made you my leader? You ain't been what I've been through. You ain't done what I've done. You haven't acquired what I've acquired. You don't know what I know. You can't show me anything. I already know what you're going to say. I already know what you're going to say. Even before you open your mouth, I already know where you're going. I could finish your conversation. Okay?
Not high.
Not what?
Not high.
Read.
Not elevated in place.
It says not what?
Not elevated in place.
I'm not elevated in what?
Place.
So who's the sinner and who's the godly? The godly are those that are absent of pride. They're not high. They're not on a high horse. They're not elevated. They're not conceited. They're not arrogant. Read.
Free from self-assertive pride.
Damn. I should have done it. I should have been in charge. You should have chose me. If anybody should have got this position, it should have been me.
Oh, I'm asserting myself.
Yeah, man. I'm the only qualified person in this office. I'm only qualified. I don't know why they didn't call my phone. I don't know why they didn't call me when it came. They know what I know. Anybody didn't ask me?
Who you talking to?
Yeah. Come on, man. I'm gonna let y'all sit back and suffer while I got all the wisdoms and I got all the infinity stones.
Yeah.
But y'all, I got all the abilities. But y'all crazy for not calling me. That's why we're in the situation we're in now. Because y'all didn't call me.
You didn't call me. That's a real spirit.
I'm just gonna sit back, kick back, and watch things go to hell, and become unstable because nobody put me in charge. Man, come on. You're just that game changer. You're just that guy. You're just that guy. You're just the game changer that everybody been missing, or you've been the pick of the litter that every man been fiending for. Okay. That's self-assertive what? Pride, man. So, back to verse 5 again. Ecclesiastes
12, verse 5. Do well unto him that is lowly. but give not to the ungodly.
So what distinguishes the godly from the sinner? It's where they are in their mind. The meek and the lowly, that's why Christ said, come learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and I will give you rest. So all ye that labor and are heavy laden, I'm going to help you out. But what do I have to change first? I have to discard my pride to get the Most High's help. I have to discard my pride to get Christ's assistance and to get his blessing and rewards. And all the classes that we've been having have been about being honest with yourself. Are you the person that you really think you are? Or do you need help? Is there some things that need to be changed about you? Do you need assistance? Can you be molded? Can you be adjusted? Can you be tweaked? Read?
I'm here to help you more than you help me.
Yeah, I'm here for y'all.
I'm here to help y'all.
I came here to be a help to y'all. I didn't come here to learn because I already got what I need to get. I got what it takes.
Yeah.
Read on.
But give not to the ungodly.
Read on.
Hold back thy bread.
The Most High said, don't give the prideful, don't give them damn nothing. Let them starve. Let them starve a little bit.
Improve their greatness.
Yeah, that's how wise you are. See how smart you are. You're so smart. Make food out of nothing then. So smart. Starve a little bit then. He said, hold back thy bread. Read.
And give it not unto him.
Read.
Lest he overmaster thee.
Because it says, lest he do what?
Overmaster thee.
Because with all that pride, he's going to feel like you owe it to him anyway. He's going to be a taker like Cain. Because that's all that a prideful person is a taker.
Wow. That's it.
That's it. They're not a giver, they're a taker. They don't come to give, they come to take. And their pride tells them so.
So behind all that pride is
greed.
Is greed.
Behind all the pride is greed. Read on. I want what I want, and I want my way.
Lest he overmaster thee thereby. For else thou shalt receive twice as much evil for all the good thou shalt have done unto him.
And you'll regret investing into a prideful person. Because you'll never get back what you put in. There will always be an imbalance. Read on.
Verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners.
Let's say the Most High what?
Hateth sinners.
Or we can say the Most High hateth who?
Prideful people.
Prideful individuals. High-minded individuals. Arrogant individuals.
Caniacs.
The number 6.
Yeah, he hates it. He hates it.
I don't know if it's a number 6. I just know it come with 6. It come with 6 strips. I don't know if it's a number 6 though. But it ain't the box combo. No. That's for sure. So he said what?
For the Most High hateth sinners.
Go ahead.
And will repay vengeance.
He said, and do what?
And will repay vengeance.
And repay what?
Vengeance.
Go ahead.
Unto the ungodly.
And what makes them ungodly? The lack of meekness.
Oh, he repay vengeance. Can we read that and we read like, we're looking at from like that. Sometimes you're looking from like that Pulp Fiction perspective. Like I'm gonna rain on you, furious anger and vengeance. Whatever scripts they kind of made up in that situation. But this is just this person who walks around with gall,
yes,
and arrogance and haughtiness,
yes,
acting like I'm beyond reproach, I'm beyond having to submit to correction, I'm beyond asking for. I'm beyond the natural. I'm beyond the natural course of man.
Hold back thy bread and give it.
Salaki, go ahead.
I'm beyond the natural sanctioned course of man to be humble, to be meek, and to seek virtue. I'm past that. I'm going straight to my blessing.
Yep.
Straight to my blessing.
Getting what I want.
Skip all that God stuff. I'm getting it now.
I'm getting what I want.
I'm taking mine.
Finish that. Great point. Read.
And will repay vengeance unto the ungodly.
He said he will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, or the ones that are not meek. And the ones that don't yield. They don't yield. They don't follow. Read on.
And keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment.
It says the Most High holds those individuals for the mighty day to stack up their what?
Punishment.
They just stacking up their punishment.
You're gonna pay for your sins now or later.
Yeah. So the Most High is keeping them on reserve to put punishment on display of what not to do. So let me get this real quick. Go to Psalms chapter 25, verse 7. Give me Psalms chapter 25, verse 7.
Psalm chapter 25, verse 7. Remember not the sins of my youth.
That's why David said what?
Remember not the sins of my youth.
David said, you know what, Lord? All the things, because we just read that the Most High will keep in mind and recall all the pride for the day of judgment. He'll bring it all back to fruition and manifest all the pride that we had in life. David is saying, listen, Lord, don't call to mind all the stupid stuff I did. Don't call to mind.
Don't remember that stuff.
Don't remember and reserve for me judgment and punishment for the day of evil. Forget about the stuff that I've done as a kid. I didn't know no better. I didn't realize how stupid I was. And if a person is honest with themselves, they can pinpoint how retarded, how stupid, how defective they are mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. If a person's honest with themselves, they can recall all their mistakes to the best of their ability. All the things they've done wrong in life. If a person's honest with themselves. Yes, sis.
The Bible verse that says that they have a familiar spirit. So, for example, if I find myself around people, like at my job, they're always complaining, and those are my friends, so does that mean I have a complaining spirit? And because we both have a familiar spirit. So, like at work, there may be some girls that are very friendly with each other, and they're the ones that go to the bars. They have a familiar spirit.
Well, more so than familiar spirit, go to Ecclesiastes 13:16, just to answer your question real quick. Ecclesiastes 13:16.
Ecclesiastes chapter 13, verse 16.
Let everybody get it.
Page 78.
Read.
All flesh consorteth according to kind.
It said, all flesh clingeth according to what?
Kind.
So the Most High has it to where brown ants roll with brown ants. Black ants ride with black ants. Red ants roll with red ants. Carpenter ants hibernate with carpenter ants. Black bears with black bears. Brown bears with brown bears. Leopards and cheetahs don't coexist together. Everything has their own kind. They gravitate towards their kind. So it's not just in species. It's also in mentality. It's also in outlook. It's also in thought process. Think about it. Would I want to be around people that don't go to the gym, or I feel more comfortable being around people that are gym rats if I'm a gym rat? If I'm a gym rat, where am I going to be at? I'm going to be around people that hit the gym. Where's my mind going to be at? It's going to be in the gym. Who am I going to have conversations with? People that work out like me. Everybody's going to cling to what?
Their kind.
Their kind. What they gravitate to. Read on.
And a man will cleave to his like.
And a man will cleave to what?
His like.
So why do we find ourselves with certain type of people? There's something about those people that we like.
Like.
If I'm hanging out with the hoochie mamas and I'm a woman, but I find myself in the hoochie mama circle, we talking fast, wearing scantily clad clothing, you know, showing leg, showing thighs, showing hip, showing back. But if I'm with the hoochie mamas, why am I with the hoochie mamas? Why is all my friends hoochie mamas? Hump that hoochie mamas. Say nothing but I'm just saying, just grow up with the damn songs. Stay in your head. But who am I with? Or if I want to be with the nerds, where's my mind at?
Yeah.
I'm with the nerds. I'm about books and turning in reports and going to the science fair and finding out what's my next science project that I can do. Because who do I fancy?
Nerds.
Nerds. Or if I'm with the jocks, I'm in the gym. I'm in the locker room. I'm on the field. I'm hooping. I'm playing ball. I'm with the people that I like to socialize with.
So am I with like takers? Am I with sweet people? And that's what I want to drive with.
You got to ask yourself that question. You got to ask yourself that question. Yeah, you got to ask yourself, why am I with the smokers behind the building, under the tree, with the old Folgers coffee can, half filled with water, used as an ashtray? Why am I under the tree? why am I under the tree? What's out there by the tree where they got the old coffee cans at that's got a bunch of cigarette butts in it sticking out? What's under the tree? Who's out there? If I'm not a smoker, I'm not trying to be amongst that circle. But if I'm entertained and I enjoy the conversations, and I want the chemistry and I want the friendship and I want the connections that come with it, it won't be long before, I'm packing my own pack of cigarettes. And I'm they're always charitable when you're around the tree. They're obviously there for a reason. So they're gonna be, hey man, hey, you want one? You got one? They flip the top open, and they flip the top open. They know how to flick one out, like halfway out the pack, where it's just already like right here. It's like they know how to flick it, and as soon as they open it, they got one already ready to go. They just know how to. How'd you flip that open and you got one cigarette already sticking out? How'd you do that? They just so charitable and giving. Why am I there in the first place? Smoke them if you got them. Why am I around them people? Or I could be around the management. I could be sitting at the table with the management. Why am I sitting at the table with the management? Because every man want to cleave to what? Because I want to be a manager one day. So I'm going to find myself questioning the management, asking questions. What classes did you take? What courses did you take? How did you get this position? What does it take to be a manager? He said every man's going to cleave to what?
His light.
His light. Does that help answer your question? Okay. So let's go back to where we are in Psalms chapter 25. Verse 7 again.
Psalms 25, verse 7. Remember not the sins of my youth.
Go ahead.
Nor my transgressions. According to thy mercy, remember thou me for thy goodness' sake.
It said, remember thy me for what?
For thy goodness' sake.
David understands that the Most High can hold something against him for a very long time. He understands that the Most High can reserve you for the day of evil and pass judgment on you. So David is already saying, I'm going to try to beat the Most High to the punch. Before we even get to judgment, let me go ahead and forget about all the things I've done. Wipe my slate clean. Give me a clean slate before we even get to the judgment. Disregard all my foolishness and bypass all my defects. Read on.
Verse 8. Good and upright is the Lord.
It said good and upright is who?
The Lord.
Read on.
Therefore will he teach sinners in the way.
So the Most High is all about converting sinners. The Most High is all about converting sinners. The Most High makes a business about converting the sinners. That's how merciful and that's how loving and that's how kind the Most High is, that he makes it his business to convert the sinners.
Right.
He is in the business of sinner conversion. Read it again.
Good and upright is the Lord.
Read.
Therefore will he teach sinners in the way.
Go ahead.
The meek will he guide in judgment.
But who are the teachable ones?
The meek will he guide in judgment.
Who are the ones that can be converted?
The meek will he guide in judgment.
Who's the one that the Most High can drop his information to and expect them to duplicate and put it in motion?
The meek will he guide in judgment.
Who are the ones that will accept that they're broken and they're defective and they need help?
The meek.
Who's the teachable ones?
The meek.
The ones that are absent of pride, free from pride. You can't teach somebody anything as long as they got pride with them. They're unteachable. So, because their pride makes them unteachable, neither can you convert them.
Right.
They remain unconverted. So who is the one that the Most High is given to? The meek. Everybody else, the Most High can't do nothing with you. If you don't understand what the spirit of meekness is about, the Most High can't mold you. He can't conform you. He can't manipulate you. He can't teach you anything. He can't shape you. Neither can he convert you. Because that's his business. Showing the necessity of meekness. It's what makes us teachable. It's what gives us the ability to follow instructions. Read.
And the meek will he teach his way.
Remember, but you got to be gentle. You got to be mild. You can't be easily irritated. You can't be easily provoked and agitated. You can't become uncriticizable, where somebody can't criticize you. Damn, as soon as somebody criticizes you, you just fly off the handle? Then the Most High can't work with you. You get defensive. You get argumentative. You start debating. You start throwing out, oh, that's your opinion. That's not true. Damn, it's not true. You can't admit to nothing wrong? Okay, can't work with you. No problem. Then you stay in your sin. I can't convert you. It's very important that in order to be converted from a sinner, you gotta inherit the spirit and understand and adopt the spirit of meekness. You know what that means? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't never know what I'm doing. I need help. I need somebody to show me something. I need somebody to teach me what it is to function in life, because I don't know what I'm doing and I've been doing it wrong the whole time. And I've been building without the Most High's endorsement, and that's why everything I build collapses. Because the Most High don't endorse what I build. Read on.
Verse 10.
No, verse 9.
Verse 9. The meek will he guide in judgment, and the meek will he teach his way.
And the meek he will what?
Teach his way.
Why is meekness so important? It's necessary for teaching. You cannot teach a prideful person. You can only teach the meek. Can't teach pride. You can't teach arrogance. You can't teach a high mind.
Yep.
You can't teach a know-it-all. You can only teach meekness. And because you can teach them, you can convert them. Read on.
Verse 10.
Yep.
All the paths of the Most High are mercy and truth.
And who does the Most High give his mercy to? The meek. The ones that can confess that when they make mistakes. He said all the ways of the Most High are what?
Mercy and truth.
Read.
Unto such as keep his covenant and his testimony.
And you got to be obedient. You got to be obedient. Give me go back to Psalms. Give me Psalms 49. Give me verse 13.
Psalms 49, verse 13. This their way is their folly.
He said, this their way is their what?
Folly.
Their lack of meekness is their what?
Folly.
What is everybody's mistakes? Lack of meekness. If I want to find out why everything that I do fails, it's because I what? I lack meekness. Read.
This their way is their folly.
Go ahead.
Yet their posterity approve their saying.
You know what? I'm prideful. I'm thinking that I don't need to go to the Most High to build anything. He says that thinking is your problem. That is the problem. And your children agree with you that you could keep building and passing down a legacy without the Most High's endorsement. That is the problem. He says even their children agree with them that they think that they don't need the Lord. That's why they took Bible out of school. That's why there's no Bible in school. That's why they took prayer out of school. Because even the children agreed that you don't need God. That's why there's a separation of church and state. You don't need God to run a society. You can function without God. Okay. Wonder how that's going in America. Wonder why there's so many school shootings.
Yeah.
So much violence and foolishness in school.
Bullying.
School, yeah, so much bullying going on. Your school is almost a place to learn how to be crooked. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is go to the bathroom, stay in the bathroom long enough.
You find some
You go in the bathroom, you stay in the bathroom long enough, you're gonna see everybody doing everything in due time. You stay in the bathroom long enough. So I tell my kids, you got 10 seconds, get in and get out. Because you're gonna see something you ain't supposed to see. It won't be long.
Yep.
Never play in the bathroom. Everything goes down in the school bathroom, man.
Not the DM, right?
The school bathroom, man. Everything goes down in there. I see my first pistol in middle school.
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom. I did it, right. I was in 7th grade. See my first pistol. Dude had it folded up in a bandana and had it tucked in his little small 25. 25. It was a 25. Had it folded in a bandana, had it in his back pocket. He pulled me to the side. I came out the stall. He said, "Hey, let me show you something." He like that. Then gave me the head nod. "Hey, let me show you something." He unfolded the bandana. He had a gun in school. He said, "You got a problem with anybody? Let me know."
Man.
I said, "I'm glad I'm on your side."
Yeah.
I'm in the 7th grade, man. Only problems I got is with this homework.
Still playing with G.I. Joe.
Yeah, man, I'm still a kid, man. He's on another level. Listen, man. Stay out the bathrooms. But man, I'm losing the point. Get back to Psalm 49. Where is that? Verse 13.
Psalms 49, verse 13. This their way is their folly.
He said, "This their way is their what?
Their folly.
You think you don't need the Lord, you can still build without the Most High? That's the problem." Read on.
Yet their posterity approve their saying.
You know, that's why their posterity approved their saying. We don't need God. We can keep a separation of church and state. We don't need prayer in school. Just now, after all this craziness, they talking about they put the 10 Commandments on the walls of Texas. And they're actually going to bring in the next coming year, mandatory that you have the story of Noah and the ark. It's becoming mandatory curriculum for schools in Texas. So they're starting to try to insert a little bit of the Bible and make the Bible actually curriculum reading. Is what the legislation is saying in Texas. But then society's it's damn near all lost.
It's done.
It's almost unrepairable now.
They're gonna find out what the rainbow was really about.
Yeah.
Know what it's about now.
Yeah. They say the rainbow was a peace agreement.
Yeah.
I thought it was a pride agreement.
Nah.
So he said what?
Yet their posterity approve their sayings.
Go ahead.
Salah. Like sheep, they are laid in the grave.
Hold that. We're gonna come back to it. In Psalm. Go back to that Psalms 25 and 10 or 13. 10 through 13.
Psalm chapter 25, verse 10. All the paths of the Lord are mercy and truth
Go ahead.
unto such as keep his covenant and his testimony.
Read on.
For thy name's sake, O Lord, pardon mine iniquity.
He said, "For thy name's sake, pardon thy name. I don't deserve it, but for your name's sake, forgive me for all my foolishness." Read on.
For it is great.
He said, "For it is great." Read on.
What man is he that feareth the Lord?
He said, "But if you have enough fear of the Lord, not sometimes, but all the time, and you're not a respecter of persons, and you don't think you can hide behind man's eyes." Read on.
Him shall he teach in the way that he shall choose.
It says, "This is the person that the Most High can teach in the way that he shall choose. The meek, the lowly, are the teachable. These are the convertible. You can convert these individuals. You can convert them out of their sin." He says, "These are the ones the Most High will teach in the way that he shall choose." Read on.
His soul shall dwell at ease.
And that's why Christ said, "Learn of me, for I am meek and lowly, and thou shalt find rest He said, once you learn meekness, you will be at rest. Read on.
And his seed.
And his what?
And his seed.
Read on.
Shall inherit the earth.
So what does it mean when he says the meek shall inherit the earth? Your legacy, the Most High will allow to remain permanently. Your example, the Most High will allow to remain permanently. Everything else that you build in pride will be dissolved. Does that answer your question, sis? Of what it means when he said the meek shall inherit the earth? The teachable ones. Those are the ones that the Most High is going to make their families, their lineage, permanent. Not the prideful. The ones that could be converted. Any questions?
No, I have a question, but I like the point you're bringing out because it just shows the things that Cain lacked. He'll never get the Most High to really honor him. He wanted the physical outcome. He didn't really value the spiritual outcome the Lord had for him.
Well, go back, finish that Psalm 49. Just read it quickly. We'll be done. Psalms 49, 14 through 20.
Psalms 49, verse 14. Like sheep they are laid in the grave.
It says, like sheep, they're laid in the grave. This is for people that think that they don't have to yield to the Most High, and that there's nothing that you can show them. Read on.
Death shall feed on them.
It said what?
Death shall feed on them.
It says that their posterity, what they build, what they produce. He said, death shall feed on them. Read on.
And the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning.
It says, and the upright shall have what?
Dominion over them.
Who does the Most High allow to last on earth? The meek.
That's crazy.
The Most High gives the meek dominion. He gives them power, rulership, and authority.
Especially when the name of Cain disappeared.
And that's why the name of Cain, when you go to, matter of fact, go to Genesis chapter 5, read verse 1 real quick.
Genesis chapter 5, verse 1.
Maybe 1 and 2, and it'll prove the point right there. Get Genesis chapter 5, verse 1 and 2.
Genesis chapter 5, verse 1.
Is it Genesis chapter 5, verse 1?
It's
No.
Genesis chapter 4.
No. Give me 1 Chronicles chapter 1, verse 1 and 2. Give me 1 Chronicles chapter 1, verse 1 and 2.
1 Chronicles chapter 1, verse 1.
Read that.
Adam, Seth.
Oh, whoa. What is the genealogy of the righteous? He said Adam, and then who?
Sheth.
Sheth is who?
Seth.
Sheth is Seth.
The other son.
Hey, what happened to them other kids? What happened to Cain?
Man.
Well, we know Cain killed Abel.
Yeah.
But what happened to Cain? He lived on. But is he numbered?
No.
Is he mentioned?
No.
So already what happened to him?
In a race. Yes.
He's being erased already. By the time you get the Chronicles, he's a goner.
Yeah.
He said what?
Adam, Seth, Enoch. Yeah.
Man. Read on.
Kenan, Malaleel, Jared.
So he's showing you what? He got bypassed. A lot of people got bypassed. They're not even named. By the time you get here, Cain is out of there.
Right.
He's a goner.
Wow.
So let that go and go back to where we're at in Psalm 49.
Psalms 49, verse 15. But the Most High will redeem my soul from the power of the grave.
But who gets resurrected?
The meek.
The meek. The proud gets erased. But the meek and lowly get resurrected. Read on.
For he shall receive me.
He said for what?
For he shall receive me.
Go ahead.
Be not thou afraid when one is made rich.
Read.
When the glory of his house is increased.
It says when the glory of his house is increased. That was what Cain was building in Nod and Enoch. He was trying to bring glory to his name and make his name live forever. He was trying to build a lifelong legacy. And the Most High wasn't having it. Because you can't build forever when you're not endorsed by the Most High and you lack the ability to be taught, to be instructed. And nobody can show you anything. He makes your habitation temporary. Read on.
For when he dieth, he shall carry nothing away.
He said when he died, he shall what?
Carry nothing away.
What about his name?
Carry nothing away.
His name is even going to disappear. Just like we read in Chronicles. His name is not even going to live. Read on.
His glory.
His what?
His glory.
His legacy. Read.
Shall not be sinned after him.
His what?
His glory shall not be sinned after him.
His legacy will not descend when?
After him.
So what does the Most High do with his legacy?
Cut it off.
Disappear. It disappears. He erases it.
No matter who you named it after.
The Most High erased individuals that he can't teach.
Wow.
Any questions? Yes, yes. It means wanderer or a vagabond or a panhandler. So the Most High erases the ones he can't teach. And we'll end with class with that. All right. So we'll see you on Friday. Shalom, everybody. The water for being in there, hanging in. I know it's 10:30.
Wow.
Shalom.